What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and I want to ask you: are you ever frustrated with uploading a video to YouTube and you get no views? I know I was when I first started. If you're a music artist and you have your own podcast or your content creator, look no further. Wham Promotions has gotten you covered. They specialize in high-end targeted YouTube campaigns that deliver real views, real subscribers, and most importantly, real growth. So if you're struggling with real organic YouTube growth, I'm here to tell you to go on Wham Promotions and use the promo code GODS and receive 20% when you check out. Tell them Ray sent you, you got 20% off. Let's go, guys. I'm looking to see you guys on the charts. Let's go.
Hey, y'all, and welcome back to That's Debatable. I'm your host, Stanza Yvette Esquire. Today's show is powered by Lucky Energy Drink. Lucky Energy is the perfect energy drink for you, and I'm going to tell you why. It's packed with just 5 amazing ingredients and has 200 milligrams of caffeine to keep you going. We want to thank Lucky Energy for giving us the freedom to fly. Joining me today, y'all know him as the Culture Referee, Ray Daniels.
I'm your debater. Let's go.
Yeah. We also have on the other side, entertainment and music executive Wayno Clark.
Hey everybody.
Let's clap for my brother.
Here all week.
And for the first time, the women outweigh the men. Yeah. We have 2 guest debaters. Our first guest debater is rapper Lady Luck.
How you doing? How you doing?
All right.
What up, love?
Rapper, serial entrepreneur,
All of the
TV star, reality TV star, Christian porn star.
What? Flag on the flag. No, I'm just kidding. And we also have a guest debater, Jazzy Bell. She's a podcaster and entertainment reporter.
What up,
Good job. Y'all gonna edit that part out because she kind of screwed
Yeah, we got it.
My bad.
Y'all can keep it. Good job, sis.
So before we get started, we have a couple of rules. We only have 2, but we got to follow them. Our first being is that I know we all have points and we want to make them, but we cannot talk over one another. It is going to be impossible to hear the points, and it's going to give our producers hell on the back end trying to decipher through all of those voices talking. So that's rule number 1. The second rule is to respect my gavel.
Yay.
If you hear the gavel, you see the gavel, respect the gavel. If you hear it, that means that you should cease talking because either you need to change the topic, I need to add a few things. I may be calling BS on something you said, or y'all may be talking, y'all may be breaking rule number 1. But if you hear the gavel, just respect the gavel.
Let's go.
Just
All right.
saying.
So if y'all can get with those rules, we can start the debate.
I'm with it.
Let's debate.
Before
So we
do
want
it,
to, before we,
I want to
yeah.
ask you guys have a podcast you're doing.
Yes. So when
Can you
she
tell
said
about that
podcast.
before we get into it? I want to tell about the show. Like I love, because it's going to help feed the debates. I just
Oh,
wanna hear-
is it?
Oh yeah, we curate our debates to the guests on the show.
I like that. Well, like she said, we outweighing y'all today, so hopefully we're going to win this debate. But yeah, my podcast is called Woman in Hip Hop Podcast. I had it for the past 7 years. I've been holding it down, interviewing some of your favorite celebs, rappers, like Lady Luck over here. Some of your favorite people in the industry. Shout out to like Wendy Williams, Roxanne Shante, Yo-Yo, some of the dopest women in the game. And so I'm excited to finally have a co-host because, again, I've been holding it down dolo. So I got my girl, Lady Luck, that's going to join me on the show to co-host with me. So I'm
But
excited.
she love my personality. Don't say it like that. Don't say I've been holding it down all this long. Then I say, hey, look, come join me. She enjoyed this personality. She see me on live. She said, you know what? Look, salt and pepper. Let's do it together. I said, all right now, fine, no problem. As long as I get to be salt. You know what I mean? So y'all need to tune into Women in Hip Hop where Jazzy, she's a woman by herself, but we are forced when we together. All right?
Once we together. Now y'all see why I chose the best to work
They got
alongside
me quiet
me.
over here.
That's fire.
Let's go.
That's amazing.
that's what it
So
is.
we're going to start the debate off. We have a new segment, y'all, so get into it. It's called Stanza's Opening Statements. So these are just small little debates. We're going to keep it to about 3 minutes, so everybody get to give their point, keep it brief, but we just want to run down on like topics that just happened recently. So the first being, the NFL continues their partnership with Jay-Z Do we think that that's a good thing, or do you think that
I think it's a great thing. I love it. I love it. I don't know how everybody else gonna feel.
They calling you Ray Z. So they calling you Ray Z
Not
now.
Ray Z.
But they said it was gonna be. You said it's gonna be a good thing. Why?
Well, I think that I think since Jay took over doing it, we've seen black artists the entire time. I think that I would love to see that as the trend. You know, we mad that they picked Kendrick over Wayne. You know, but imagine if they picked some country artist, Carrie Underwood over Wayne. Like, at least we was in the room. So for me, I like having someone that looks like us making the decision. So I thought it was a good move.
I agree.
I have a question to that point though. In 2026, I think, isn't it going to be in Atlanta? The Super Bowl going to be in Atlanta?
2028.
2028. Okay, so by 2028, right? Like, if Jay-Z's still running it, how do you feel about who he's picking?
Well, I'm of the mindset that the Super Bowl is a worldwide thing.
Right.
Like, like I think that who performs doesn't necessarily have to be who's from the city.
At all.
I just don't like that.
It's never been that
I don't
way
like that
anyway.
concept. Like,
Yeah.
I'd rather
never
be
been
a
that way.
host of the city. Like, I think that what they should start doing, how they had Snoop host the Olympics, they should pick like a local celebrity from every city and make him almost like
a good
the
idea.
host of all hosts. And maybe, at that moment, that artist is running around to every event.
But let me ask you a question. Does that person have to be a rapper? Because if it's a host, right, it doesn't necessarily have to be a rapper.
That's my point.
Right.
But as I'm saying, it could be just a host of the city. Like, who's the most famous person from Atlanta? Who would you want to do it? Who is the most famous person from New Orleans? Like, do you want Baby? Do you want P? Do you want
We wanted Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne?
Really?
Absolutely.
You
I
want
didn't
that?
want Kendrick, but shout out to Kendrick. But I didn't want, and I still don't want Kendrick. I think it
Super
would have
Bowl.
been
No,
great.
no,
I think
like
it would have been, no.
that.
I
Don't do
mean,
that.
granted, not like us and all that is a perfect hit for him. We get it. But since it is in New Orleans, Lil Wayne, what's his name?
No, I'm
Ray
with
Z?
you.
Ray Z is giving me a look.
The Super Bowl has been in New Orleans for 13 different times, and it's never been Lil
That's
Wayne,
my
and
point.
it's not
No,
been an
but
issue
to your
until.
My point is
So
that my
Kendrick got
only thing is that sometimes our culture likes to make our culture the only business that matters.
No,
to
but
the world.
to your point, you said since Jay-Z been in this position
It's
of
been black
power,
artists.
it's been black artists, which I necessarily don't agree with. And he really did the hip hop artists with the last one when you had LA. But we had Michael Jackson, we had Beyonce, we had mad
Whitney
black
Houston.
artists. Exactly, we had it
Beyonce
way
was in
before
New Orleans.
Jay-Z. That's fine, but the point is,
But it
we
wasn't.
can't say since
But
Jay-Z
y'all
in that
didn't
position-
We also
y'all
had
didn't turn
Maroon
up.
5. We
Y'all
also
didn't
had
turn up.
NSYNC.
No, that's great, but what
The
we're
Weeknd, Lady Gaga. I'm saying Jay-Z, since he's been there, he's picked black faces. That's what I like.
But isn't that because we run the culture? I
No.
don't think that has everything to do with Jay-Z being
And,
it.
and to me, I think that's why I'm glad they gave him another shot, because we
Yeah.
believe that our voices, the black voice, is the only voice that matters.
We do.
So it's like just
We definitely
like
do.
We just running shit, but I
Yo,
don't think that's
I-
something
I-
that
I-
Jay-Z.
All right, we're gonna switch up.
Can I hop in this?
Final
Go ahead,
points,
go ahead,
no
lady.
points.
Can I have the unpopular opinion in the room? I remember when Jay-Z was going ape shit. I'm opening the farm, so whatever I could say, I could say.
Yeah, talk your shit.
I remember
bro.
when you was going ape shit and you said we doing stadiums, the NFL, you need us, we don't need you. I remember when Jermaine Dupri
on
was
now.
about to do the Super Bowl and Jay called him and told him not to do it. And then he turned around, took the bag. And Kaepernick still ain't in the NFL. So while we celebrating that we get to sit on stage and continue to dance and shuck and juffle, whatever the words you want to say, while
Shuck
we
and
still
jive
get
is the word.
while we still get to entertain y'all, my man still don't have a job for kneeling for us. So we can sit here and celebrate the music all we want. We missing the point. Now, for the Wayne situation, Kendrick is an amazing artist, and I know because of all of the smoke that's going out there, he gonna come out there, he gonna do something militant. He been performing, he gonna do some Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson thing.
Great energy.
And
Great.
people were posting videos because I saw everybody's side from both sides. And Lil Wayne, he has done shows where we are questioning whether he could do it or not. I felt like Wayne should have did it simply because Jay is the one picking, and we all
Exactly.
feel the same way.
Exactly.
You get what I'm saying?
And since he got in that position, when he did the LA, he did the Dr. Dre's, he did the Snoops, he did the Eminems, he did that. So I'm not saying keep that tradition going, but it's fitting if we're talking hip hop to go on here to let Lil Wayne do his thing, let Young Money do his thing, let Cash Money do his thing. That's how I
That would
Right,
include
we
Drake,
gonna
we
end
can't
it
do
right
that.
there. So next minor topic. Remember, we got 3 minutes.
Let's go.
On these.
Oh, my
So
bad.
It's all
you
good.
No,
Yeah,
it's
talk
okay.
your
No,
shit.
yeah.
The more passion you are, we love that
we
shit on
love
the show.
it.
Let's
We
go.
love it, but these are just
Scream. I
the
love that
beginning
shit.
ones. So T.I. and Young Dro were on the Breakfast Club, and a couple of things happened there. The first one I want to discuss is Young Dro's friend in the background. Dro was talking about his sobriety and discussing how T.I.'s son Damani actually resuscitated him once he overdosed. So, yes, that was crazy. And so, Wayno, in our last episode, you mentioned how the Black community, we don't take addiction seriously. What are your thoughts on what just played out?
Niggas play too much. Like honestly, like niggas play too much. And like, I mean, I wasn't mad at Young Dro's stance, but I think everybody forgot where they was at in a moment where T.I. was like, yo,
you with me?
Yeah, y'all with me. But you know, that's the fact. Like, no, this man is sitting here. You ask men to be vulnerable, then they don't want to be vulnerable because they looked at like you're soft, right? Then when a man is on there, he's being vulnerable. He's explaining why he made a verse the way he did on that song with Kirk Franklin. Yeah. He's speaking about his pain that he's going through. Yeah. His daughter was addicted to drugs, and you laughing like, bro, like this is the reason why it's like, nah, sit outside, bro, like. Like you should not. Yeah, you know I done been in 100 of them rooms. Yeah. So it's like a lot of the homies, y'all niggas gotta sit outside, bro. Yeah. Like don't come in here because you're not contributing anything. And in that one situation, now what if Dro couldn't hold his composure
and slap the shit out of him?
Yeah, and what if y'all had a whole rumble? You know what I mean? It would have been content and all of that for the internet, but at the same time, it's like we got to take our pain a little bit more serious. Everything ain't a game. You know what I mean?
Word.
To me, it felt like that was an Atlanta moment. That sound like how I grew up. Like, you say something funny or something serious, one of your partners make a joke, and you gotta be like, hey nigga, I ain't playing right now. Nah, I'm just playing. Cause I could play and smack the shit out you too. Then smack me, shout it, like all of a sudden, you know, to me it was just some homie shit. Like,
did you believe Dro when he said he was gonna slap the shit out of him? Was he serious? Okay, because that's
turned his goddamn chair around like, hey nigga, I'll smack this. Cause he was really saying, cause Dro was really saying some Atlanta shit like, it's all fun and games, but I could really smack the shit out of you right now for playing with me. Oh, I see. And old boy was like, well, smack me then. And that's when Dro was like,
but he also had laughed, like you had got
3 times.
Yeah, you got your laugh off the first
and T.I.
time.
had to check him.
It's like you got your laughs off. It's like, yo, bro, come on, like I'm having a serious conversation. I'm talking about my daughter being addicted to drugs and how we fought that together. And you now it's a moment of people laughing and me threatening you.
And it's important on on platforms like that. You don't know who's listening, that's really resonating with, that really is out here struggling with addiction, whether it's drugs, alcoholism. It's so much out here that people really mental health. Like, come on.
Yeah.
At that
people
point,
even know Dro that went through something like that. You know what I mean? And this is first time, and you gonna ruin the moment, bro. Like you should be ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, like and especially when a nigga talking about it in a serious moment. It was some Atlanta shit though. Like I got partners that if I say something, I can say the most serious thing, they'll find a way to laugh. Like that's just how you grew up, and then it's something that's very important that we got to factor in. The friend that was laughing was a comedian. Right. He wasn't.
I saw that.
He wasn't like a rap friend. He was a comedian. They make jokes out of everything. So it was probably like, that's probably why he got away with laughing once or twice, and that third time, Joe was like, all right,
but 3 was
excessive,
and I already turned around twice to tell you.
You fucking up my interview right now.
You being a comedian don't give you a license to be a dickhead.
Yes, exactly.
So that's what it was. Like you could be a comedian, but bro, chill out. Like if not,
and
then
whose man's is he really?
Because
that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Whose man's is he really? Because he probably ain't really Dro's friend, because the comedian is T.I., rapper turned comedian. So that could have been T.I.'s plus one.
But he a part of his crew though.
Yeah,
like you would know.
No, I'm pretty sure you've seen his. Cause I seen him on Bad Boys of Comedy back in the day. Like he has
but
like.
Is he Dro's man?
Yes. I mean, no, but even here's the thing. They all been around each other long enough where they know how each other is.
Yeah.
I think T.I. realized in the moment, because the Breakfast Club now has a couch where your people can sit there and listen to the interview. Yeah. And I think T.I. realized in the moment, like, hey, bruh, y'all know that we got folks around here. Like, let's not embarrass ourselves. So to me, but it's some Atlanta shit, man. Like them niggas probably laughed at each other right after. Like, Shawty, I'm gonna whip your ass for real. I know, like that's Atlanta shit.
But really quick to Wayno's point, because remember when I was working at Shade 45 with K Slade hosting alongside him, you would come in before your artist would come in.
I will always come in before my artist come in.
Always. And he would walk the room or whatever, and see who's there, and then make sure his artist is straight. Just trust me, I paid attention, and other artists paid attention to that shit too. It was like, yo, I need me a Wayno.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So to your point, niggas, everybody don't need to be in that room. Everybody can't go.
Tell them sit outside. They don't have nothing to contribute other than just sitting in there. Like, come on, let's go.
Yes, in the same interview, T.I. mentions that he's retiring from performing, and December 19th will be his last performance. Do y'all think that this will be the last time you see T.I. on stage? Also, follow-up question, Ray, you made a great point that he basically saying, I'm too rich to be pandering around on the stage. Do y'all think that this is going to be a trend that we see more of in, hip hop artists?
No.
Well, I'm saying,
Let's
I'll be letting y'all rock. I'm saying, I ain't never been this quiet. That's my lady. No, I think with T.I., I don't think I think it's like when you leaving one thing and you going to the next one. I think it's more of him taking the comedy side more serious. So how can I sit here and do tours with y'all and stuff? Because rock and roll people, they perform forever. And the more vintage or classic you are, maybe you'll get a bigger bag later on in the end. I feel like comedian T.I., like you made the last point, that I'm going to do this thing. And I don't blame him. I don't think he's
Well, T.I.'s in my top 5 dead or alive. So I'm one of T.I.'s biggest fans. I hate to see him go. I think it has a lot to do, with him aging, but also with the climate of hip hop is right now. I just think that a lot of the kids right now just ain't fucking with the quote unquote old heads, although the quote unquote old heads is the one that's really doing it. Like, they're really the one that's talented. They're really the one that laid it out for this new wave of artists to really shine and blossom. But I think it was a performance with Method Man and Redman. What was
Summer Jam,
right? And it's like everybody knows, and T.I.'s one of those people like Busta Rhymes. Everyone knows that when they hit the stage, they're giving you energy.
Yeah.
I'm looking at Redman and Method Man going nuts at the crib. Mind you, the stadium is dry as hell.
Right.
They're just not receptive to that type of lyrics, energy, and era. So I think T.I. is like, my time has came and went. Y'all not really appreciating what the fuck I bring to his point. He said, I ain't about to be sweating balls crazy on stage at 40 whatever years old, and y'all looking at me like, I need to be having a red cup in my hand high on some shit. I don't know. So he's out of here.
Go ahead. Have y'all all forgotten, though, that T.I. was already up and he just won the lawsuit for $71 million? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I ain't doing shit even no more.
Sit down.
You know what I'm saying?
I forgot about that.
But at the same time, like, to Lux's point and to your point too, Jazz, I think that, like, listen, the biggest misconception is that when you get famous that you're rich forever. If you got to pay them bills and you're an artist, go get that stage, brother. You is not T.I. Like, T.I. is in a very, very elite class of artists, MC, that everybody cannot reach. So if that's how you pay your bills, hit that stage. You feel me?
Regardless of age?
Regardless of age. As long as you can get up there and as long as you can still have the will and it's safe for you health-wise, go hit that stage.
I think what Tip was doing was resetting the stage for himself. Because he really said, y'all not going to see me jumping on stage no more. And T.I. was always known for giving that high energy show. And I think he kind of got to the point where he's like, I ain't going to be 6 years old. Go, get it. Stay. So I feel like he was really on some like, let me reset the room and say this is my last time performing because I'm tired of jumping around. And I can see him, if somebody offered Tip.
Right.
Clifford Harris from Bankhead.
right.
$8 million to come perform. $8 million to come perform for a night for the Sultan in somewhere.
Kim Jong-un.
Tip is gone.
Kim Jong-un?
Not Kim Jong-un. But I'm saying, if somebody over Tip, $8 million, $10 million, come do a show.
No, fact.
He's going to do it. I think he just like, man, I'm tired. Like, you got to understand something. Like, another thing we don't talk enough about in hip-hop is how some people, how we outgrow records. Artists outgrow their records too.
Absolutely.
And I think that a lot of it might be, I don't want to perform certain records no more. He might not want to be in trap music no more. He might want to. So I think to me, he was resetting the stage, but it's interesting because I don't think this is the last time we
he wants to be taken serious as a comedian, so like you're gonna have to shed that skin in order for people to take you serious in the next one. Because I think people have looked at him like, yeah, it's cool that he's doing a comedian thing, but I don't think people take him serious enough.
Maybe he's pulling a Jay-Z. Maybe he's putting a Black Album. Maybe he's coming right. I think he's coming.
I think he's coming back. I think he loves this shit too much to not do it. That's what I would say. I think he's tired.
I mean, he ain't touring. Like,
he might not go to tour, but I think he's tired. He just got a whole influx of money that's coming in, and he's like,
let me enjoy this.
Let me go enjoy this for a second and go do this, and then he probably want to be out. But I like that he did it. I think more artists should do it, by the way. I think more artists should reset the stage. I think that it kind of, even if you come back, I think that making bold statements as artists is always great because it keeps people looking still. And I think now we're going to be watching to see, And you know, if he can maintain the suspense, he got something.
Thank you for the King album. Thank you for blessing me with that.
That's
That's a great way to end it. So we're gonna go move into our debate topics. Ray, I'm gonna throw it to you. They was getting at you in them comments about your Lil Wayne whole conversation.
I'm gonna talk. So I'm
Set
gonna
the
talk.
stage.
Set the stage.
Set the stage. I want to talk to Jazzy and Lady Luck. I want to talk to you guys. Okay. So
fuck
so,
Wayne.
okay. So help me out real quick. So even you, like you've been an MC for a second. So you've seen it was a point where it's like all of a sudden being a hoe became celebrated. Like they were like the dark night. It was like strippers, you know, like you had to go into the club, you have your phone on you. It was just like, think about where we were when Superhead made her book.
Oh,
it was like, oh my God. Like, it was almost like she was frowned upon. She was frowned upon. She wasn't celebrated. It was salacious. It was all these things. And then now you look at 2024, Superhead could have made that a song. And it'd be the #1 song in the world about all of the men she was with and everything she did. So I was asking myself, I'm like, yo, who set the stage for women to be hoes? And I'm really thinking about it because I'm like, I don't think a woman is powerful enough to do it. Because women don't respect.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for having me.
Y'all want me I'm gonna get into it. I'm gonna tell you what I said.
Because I want to hear. Because I want y'all to hear what I said.
Hear me out. The reason why I said I don't think is that because women don't. A woman can't set a trend unless a man co-signs it in the eyes of women. Y'all could argue with me all day.
Nah.
Give me an example of a woman that started a trend that wasn't connected to a man.
See, I'm gay, so I don't even think in that. You know.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna get to the point there. So my point I was saying was that.
And I'm gonna answer that question.
To me, Lil Wayne. Hit me up. To me, Lil Wayne was the first artist, first superstar, because superstars set the trends. That they co-signed the trends. He was the first artist that really celebrated women being hoes.
No way.
No, hear me out. Let me let me finish.
Okay.
When he does his song, like when he does he spoke like when we spoke about hoes in hip hop, it was like bitches ain't shit but hoes a trick. Lick on the nut. That was it. Lil Wayne was the first nigga to be like, and that's my baby. She on a strict diet. All she eat is my dick. Like he was celebrating her in the song. Like he made a song about hoes, y'all. Like I heard had a lot of men trying to steal your heart. But hear me out. But Ludacris, I don't think had the
How do we define it?
a moment. Hear me
The
out.
whole part is throwing me off.
Even Superhead tells her whole story. Superhead told her whole story, y'all. Superhead told her whole story.
Very short. So to his.
And he said Lady Luck and Jazzy.
Look. No, for real, but I just want you, because he gave you a lot of context. I'm going to give you the short answer.
I'm smart enough to answer, even though I know we are women and we can't do anything by ourselves, but I could answer.
I didn't say women can't do anything by themselves.
The short answer I gave is that I said nothing that Lil Wayne did had more impact on hoes, being hoes in that context, than Lil Kim saying shit like, I can make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. So I said that Lil Kim is the one who set. I said that Lil Kim set the stage. So look, all right, so y'all go ahead. That's all I want to say. Y'all go ahead.
I've been a woman my whole life.
Okay.
Right? So I get to hang out, and me being Lady Luck, what I love about it is I get to hang out with the boys and the girls. And I seen the girls come to school, and they were the hoes. And the songs that Lil Kim and Foxy was talking about, the outfits they was wearing, I never knew what the hell a chinchilla was until Shantae Page next to me came to school in it, and that's with you know Shantae? Yeah. You know all the bitches. We know Shantae. but I'm just simply saying, no, I see Jazzy right on somebody else's page. I did like Jazzy, you know her too. But you did. No. But my point is, they've been spoon feeding us and poisoning our community for the longest. Who's they or whoever is in charge of telling us bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks. Now you picked that up and you went right past that, but let me tell you something. I love Snoop Dogg. I love what he's accomplished for our community. Yes. But I also was a part of the community that watched him be so detrimental to that community. Sure. I watched while I'm in 8th, 9th grade, the boys around me talking about bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks, and they treated the girls like that.
True.
I watched my cousins, and then guess what? Everybody didn't have a condom, so now these kids get born. And now nobody's taking care of these kids. That's not really my girl. She was a hoe in the trick, and you get to move on with your life, put on all your jewelry, and now these kids is wearing all of this fake shit, and they wear these tight clothes, and they having all these drug addictions, and everybody's going, what happened? We've been spoon feeding this women being hoes for a long time. And And then, before Lil Wayne came out, because when I was younger and I first became a lesbian, the women that I wanted to love, I wanted to heal a woman, they was hurt. So I was singing songs for music. I wouldn't care if you was a prostitute and you hit every man that you ever knew. This is way before Wayne. Now, I do care now. But I'm just simply saying, these things has been spoon-fed to us, to tear us black women, to tear us apart. So will I say that Wayne did it all by himself? No. And do I know every lyric in every song right now? No. But I know that there's hundreds of songs where we're called bitches and hoes. And it was way before Wayne. I know that there's songs. There's a page on Instagram.
But that's not what I'm saying.
I just feel like there's multiple conversations. I'm a little confused.
It's celebrated because it's celebrated.
What I'm saying is this. It's very simple. I'm saying that I'm looking at it from a place of when did that become popular, right? Like when did women showing their bodies everywhere, rapping about how good their shit is? So
does that make a woman a hoe because she showed her body? I need y'all to define the hoe shit.
No.
I need y'all. This is really throwing me off with the hoe shit.
I'm about to get on it.
Yeah, let's get on it.
I'm about to get on it. Cardi B just released a song where she said, I don't want a baby. I don't want no more kids. So put it on my stomach.
She got 3.
How was that a hoe?
She got 3.
How was that a hoe?
I don't want because
How was that a hoe?
Because I don't want a 14-year-old listening to that.
So you didn't, but you was a
hold them in the rap. I did.
Can I cook real quick? That is very, very much a double standard, and this is why I have a platform called
Life is not full of double standards.
But let's speak.
Life is a double standard.
But that's what it is. I was a 14-year-old listening to Lil' Kim saying I can make a Sprite can disappear in my mouth. I don't think I'm a hoe.
Can I ask you a question?
Hold on, because I'm listening to that. Because you was 14 years old listening to Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre saying bitches ain't shit but hoes and trick. Do that make you a fuck nigga?
I was.
Okay, that's
supporting
you.
it.
That's your story.
I was supporting it.
But the thing is,
I was supporting it though.
And I was supporting it too. But the thing is,
but you're not gonna let me get my point out because you're still talking about hoes. I'm not saying you was a hoe. I'm saying,
no, I know.
Hold on, let me finish though. Because you did this to me. I don't do that to people.
I
don't do that to people. That's like, damn, we doing that.
This your show. That just gives you Detroit. I'm just animated.
All I'm saying is this: is that in our business, and no, that's all good. But I'm saying in our business, because okay, so what I do for a living, y'all, I make records for a living.
Yes.
I built my empire making records. We are the guys that had Lotto say, you got big dick energy, right? We the guys that did Nicki. So I get it, but in my mind, when you making records, when you're cooking records, you start asking yourself, what's available to say and what is inappropriate to say, right? So like it was words that we could be able to say in hip hop 10 years ago that we can't say now, right? Like the R word.
Okay.
Like the F word.
They took away all the good words.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we can't say like it's bad to say. So it's words that we can't say. So we know the climate of the world we live in. All I'm saying is that the climate we live in now, women say outlandish things. And when Lil' Kim and Fox and them said it, it wasn't something that grown women were listening to with their kids. It was something that we was listening to as teenagers. And I guarantee you ain't want your mom hearing you listening to that because your mom would have been like, what the hell is this, right or wrong?
Well, my dad is like
okay, so
he ripped the poster.
Here's my point. She's proving my point. So her dad wouldn't allow that. What I'm saying is now we got rap talking about WAP. Women are just saying I got wet ass pussy like it's normal, and that's not something that we did in our culture. It was like
we did.
I don't want to say 1,000 things. I just want to tell y'all from everybody's standpoint, from yours to yours to yours. You know what was her name? DeLauren C. Tucker, right?
Yeah.
She was right. Hip hop is a detrimental fucking thing to us as a people. Yes. I'm just keeping it 1,000 because I hear you saying that women wasn't listening to that. No, for real. I hear you say women wasn't listening to that with your kids. Not your moms or even your moms, but it damn sure was mothers listening to that type of shit with their kids.
It happens.
Bro, we don't have
happens now.
No. It's always been happening, bro. It's always been It's always been happening. It's no different than like when we talk about drill music and we act like G-Unit wasn't the same shit.
Or Onyx, wasn't that before then?
Yeah, Onyx single was throw your guns in the air. My mom's, that shit came out.
But wait, what I'm saying is that it was still, like I'll give you an example. I was 14 years old. I heard Too Short. Motherfucking I'm a player.
I love
and we believe.
Hold on, hear me out. I'm just saying, I was 14. I listened to that song every day. I rewinded the tape every day, 20, 30 times. My stepfather pulls me to the side, Jazzy, he says, look, man, I know you becoming your own man and everything, but you can't be listening to a song where he brags about how he gets his dick sucked while your fucking 12-year-old sister is just walking around his house. And what I'm saying is that was normal back then. Now it's like you got like, dog, I was at a birthday party at my house and they played WAP. And I'm like, stop, what are we doing?
Can I come for you right now? Now, I'm light skinned, but I'm still a dog nigga, and I realize, and I want my people to understand how we poison each other. So you tell me that you put these records out, and you tell me you're the ones that say, hey, we the ones that say big dick energy.
For sure.
But you don't want the kids to hear it.
No, I didn't say that. I said no. That's what I'm saying. I'm
saying records alone there.
I'm saying that it was separate. When Luke was saying pop that pussy, we knew that was adult only.
Each other.
My dad loved
I'm not saying
Luke,
we didn't.
And I would watch Luke videos with Pops, and I think Luke is a trailblazer. Shout out to what he did for hip hop with the parental advisory sticker. And my dad was such a fan of his. And shout out to my Pops, all the fathers and all the parents, because I do feel like I'm a prime example to the ones that you're speaking to. Yes, I was a Little Kim fan, Foxy, all of them. Yes, I had Little Kim all over my walls. You couldn't even see the paint on my walls. It was filled with Little Kim posters. My dad came in, ripped that shit up, and said, you have 5 minutes to get this shit off the wall. I don't know why you are idolizing a hoe. Fast forward 20 years later, he see me on TV talking about the current state of hip hop. He see me on E! News talking about the evolution of female rap. I have a podcast called Women in Hip Hop. I could never do what I do if it wasn't for hip hop, if it wasn't for the women in hip hop that inspired me. And today he will call me and say, it all makes sense now. Yes, I was a father, but I was nervous how this was going to come up or come about. But I'm proud of you.
He's about you.
As parents should be, but guess what? To the parents, he raised me.
Right.
Little Kim, I'm listening to her. This shit is entertainment. I'm separating church from state. So while we all want to blame hip hop, y'all really need to be focused on raising y'all damn kids.
Exactly.
Raise your damn kids. Don't blame this shit on Lil Wayne.
Just real quick, so I got locked up, and the ladies in the jail, they said, I want to hear you rap. So I'm in there rapping, and I'm doing all of this violent rap, and I'm doing all of this lit, battle rap that y'all know Lady Luck for. And the lady says to me, what about the kids? And I say what we all say, man, that's on the parents. Y'all gotta raise y'all kids better. You know that speech that everybody give. And then I laid on my bunk at night, and she's down there. Who's talking to her kids? If this lady in jail, and if these women fail to be parents for whatever trials and tribulations that they went to, who's talking to her kids? We got to take more responsibility as an entire culture. And before we go, we've been spoon-feeding it. We just now noticing it because it's out of control. It's like a small leak. It's just a drop. A drop. And it'll be a crater. Because I'm telling you, you say, well, how the whole era got promoted. We all listen to Adina Howard. We always a freak until the day, until the dawn. You know what I'm saying?
I want to say something though. I hear you, but what I'm saying is that we still understood that it was, like you said, we separate church from state. What I'm saying is that this is what I believe happened. Here's what I believe happened.
We influence the future parents.
No, here's what I believe happened. What I believe happened was that Wayne, to me, my theory is Wayne came in and Wayne gave us a short stance on what it was like. So Wayne is the first, like in the South, I was raised by A-Ball and MJG. When I listened to their albums, all they talked about was pimping. And it was, nigga, you was a lame if you was a trick. And then Lil Wayne comes out and say, it ain't tricking if you got it. You go back to no. Wayne made tricking popular.
T.I. said it on a song, but Wayne
made it. Wayne is the first.
Wayne said it ain't tricking if you got it.
Wayne
first
said
person said it.
Wayne
said it. Yeah.
Yes, Wayne made.
I thought it was Jermaine Dupri.
No.
Wayne said that.
Wayne is the first person, and Wayne is the first person that I ever heard say it ain't. I'm like, damn. Okay, because you gotta remember, Wayne is around my age, so I'm growing up. I'm like, oh, we tricking now? Okay, nigga, that's what we doing.
Shout out to the tricks.
Keep doing your thing. But what I'm saying, Lady Luck, is that I believe that in our culture, this is how I feel. I believe that women have always been the balance of men behaving bad. I believe that women have always been the ones like, no, don't do that. Come on, like women have always been that. And I believe now women are behaving bad with us. And I'm just looking like, when the fuck did you become the criminal with me? I knew I was doing it. And then I'm like, who made it cool? To me, when I look at from history, Wayne opened the door for women to say, yes, I'm a hoe. Because that nigga loved me. Let's also be clear. In Superhead book, she talked about 100 men that she fucked with. They all treated like a piece of object, right? Only man that treated her good that she loved. Wayne. And Wayne shouted her out, by the way. She get head better than Corinne.
So let's lock Corinne up.
No.
Y'all love playing women.
That's what I said, because I feel like people was like, I'm not saying who started it, I'm saying who made it popular to the masses where women actually go with it, because Wayne made it cool to say. Wayne spoke about women in an affirmational sense where it wasn't as bad the way Luke did it. Like when Luke said, I want to fuck every bitch, it was like, damn. But when Wayne said it, it felt like it was love. Like, we like her, and we like her too, and we like her. And then he was
So
like,
saying Wayne is a simp.
What year? What
Probably
era
brought
was
it
that
in.
of Wayne?
He a real nigga, but he brought it in. This is like 2004, 2005.
When did Kanye West come out?
04.
03.
No,
I mean, he started,
04.
like, his album came out 04,
Yeah.
but he started like 03.
Trying to make music 03, yeah.
Because I want to say it was more Drake. Kanye West, Drake-ish.
So I was thinking Drake.
Because I think I really understand his argument now. I feel like we did kind of go off into
But I wouldn't say,
something else.
I was thinking Drake, y'all, but I was like,
Yeah.
Drake didn't have the cool to make it cool.
It's
Drake, hear me out real quick. Hear me out. Drake didn't have the cool at the time to make Drake cool. Let's forget, Drake also used Wayne for the cool too. Everybody used Wayne for the cool.
I say Kanye because I feel like
Kanye.
Kanye, when he came out with, you know, Jesus Walks and talking about strippers, and he actually will walk the carpet with a stripper. Shout out to Amber Rose. He actually made her go from the strip pole to these mainstream events, to the Oscars, to the Grammys. He popularized her to the point where I think strippers didn't become taboo anymore. At one point, it was very taboo to be a stripper. It was very down low to be a stripper. Being in New York, you would see the girls with the big bags hopping on the train, sneaking, going to the strip club. And it was like, girl, we know what you're doing. Now, these girls are damn near wearing the strip clothes to the stripper. Because I think people like Kanye made it okay to wipe up a stripper. Niggas was wiping up strippers, but it was very low key.
Please,
I think we're going to
Final points.
I just say something as somebody who enjoyed her time in the strip club for 10 years. I've met because I was in a relationship, so I've met every stripper. I saw me and Amber Rose. I know all of them before they blew up.
Yep, same.
99% of the women that I know are hoes, were molested or touched before they were older. Every woman that I know that you claim to be promiscuous was raped or molested as a child. How you know, Luck? Because I sit with these bitches. I cry with these women, with these hoes, with these sluts. I sit there. So as men were sitting here making it cool not to love these women who are abused, right? You let me sleep with you on the first night. You's a hoe. You's a sucker. So did Wayne and Drake and Kanye make it cool to love broken women? To say, you know what, for what you've been through and what you were, I'm not gonna be like these other ones, these masculine men who acting like it's too cool. Plus, girl, the things that you learned out there, hallelujah.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
Who taught you that?
Great point.
Yeah, I don't like the word hope, but yeah.
I was summing up by saying whole rap because it's like, because I was really talking about
I'll just speak in the language. I'll just speak in the language because it's not fair how we'll get pointed to and say that we're hoes and things of that nature and not know what that woman experienced.
That's true.
Absolutely.
Can't spell hoe without the word hero.
You know what, wait now.
All right. All right. We'll move on. All right. On a lighter note, our next conversation and topic is dealing with GloRilla. GloRilla had a big week. She came in with 6. All right, we'll clap for GloRilla.
Clap for Gloria.
Me and my wife love her.
60,000 units sold on her debut album. The question is, has GloRilla entered the stratosphere with the Megs, or in the conversation with Meg, Nicki, Doja,
and
Cardi?
B. Those are the 4 big ones.
So, we'll be living.
All right, here I go.
I'm passing to the ladies first.
Yeah, these guys, you know what I'm saying? I feel protected.
We can wait for each other.
Yeah.
I want to see your face.
If I'm not mistaken, GloRilla put it out independently. Okay, so what is this direct to consumer?
That wasn't happening.
He ain't been independent since y'all heard him.
He apologized for saying that. He said he got the wrong.
Who said that?
The guy that did the video, he got called out by Joe Budden, and he just admitted.
Oh, they
that
touched my
somebody
heart. All right, well, I'm
gave
just quiet. But no, I love Glo. I love her movement, and everything. So I'm definitely celebrating that.
Do you think she's a part of the conversation now, or has this her big?
I think those is all different. Honestly, I don't think all of those is in the same category.
But those are the only 4 that can sell out arenas.
Right. All right. But
not everybody.
Meg just did an arena tour. Yeah. Glo is the opening act.
Yeah.
Cardi has done an arena tour, and Nicki, and by the way, none of them, the biggest numbers on there is Doja Cat. Nobody's doing more numbers than her.
Yeah. I think
the two legs that Nicki just did on Gag City, and she's number 3 or number 4 in the top 5.
I'm gonna keep it.
I ain't see nobody else's names on that list. You saying everybody's the same? What I'm saying is I don't even know.
No, we're not saying we're saying the same. Right. I think the conversation is, can we start mentioning GloRilla amongst them?
Absolutely, but I think she's been mentionable amongst them since the first time we heard it. Like, let's not forget 2 years ago, FNF was nominated for a Grammy. Like,
right,
and she didn't fall. And she's battle tested in the sense of she put out that record with Fabio, and that shit was horrible. Everybody was saying that shit was gonna be, her career is over. Look what she's doing. Yeah. She went back in that booth and she made records after records after records. And I think that she's a product of artist development, which people say, don't exist. Shout out to Rex and Dame over at CMG. Okay. But when it comes to what's the name? I'm sorry, Glo, right? I think that Nicki is Michael Jordan. Yeah. Like I don't even I'm gonna keep it. I'm at the point where I don't associate nobody with it, because Nicki's like Lauryn Hill. She's in a stratosphere where, I mean, she's still gonna pop her shit and act like she could compete with you, but she's way beyond that, right? Now, when it comes to the Megs, one thing I say about Meg is, while she does put out, she does have a great sales record when it comes to shows. I don't think people don't listen to her music like that. No, I'm just keeping Meg Thee Stallion. I'm just keeping it 100. Like, her music doesn't perform in a way where, now she has a fan base. People are into Meg. People's definitely into Meg. They love Meg, all of that. But I'm talking about as far as her being an artist, I don't think that she gets that respect as a rapper to be in that conversation. Same with Cardi. Cardi is a superstar, but I don't think people put her in the conversation as the rapper. When it comes to Glo, she's starting to get into that rapper conversation, because her rap, she ain't singing on none of her hooks. You know what I'm saying?
Glo?
Yeah, Glo. That's what I meant. I'm sorry, Glo. She's not singing on none of her hooks. A lot of her shit is rap. Like, TGIF I think that shit should be nominated for every possible award they can win.
I agree.
That's a great record, and it's gonna last forever. But yeah, she's been in that convo for a minute.
I agree with everything you said.
I told you I'd be right. I just be chilling. I'd be right.
I said, they in different. What are you talking about? There ain't no 2 moments. So I was like, all right, this is cool.
I agree.
Yeah, I don't think anybody's questioning her, because, I mean, if we didn't see her falter, right? It's like, now it's kind of, we're in a weird spot where you had the first album, and then after that, if you couldn't make the second album, is the sophomore jinx. She's had many instances over the internet that have made people question, is she serious? Is she good? Right. Can she stand alone aside from the group that Hit Kid built with her? Right. You know what I'm saying? And she's, after her falling out with Hit Kid, can she do it without him?
And look at her. Well, album of the fucking year, I said it. It's the best album of the year.
So I'm gonna say this.
One of them.
So I'm gonna say this. Come on, Jazzy. GloRilla has averages. She has 12 million monthly listens on Spotify.
Okay, statistics.
Well,
stats.
The question was, is she in the same stratosphere as those guys, right? Because the bigger the audience, the more they can guarantee seats, right? So Glo is at 12 million. Nicki has 46 million. Meg has 32 million. Cardi has 30 million, and Doja Cat has 52 million.
It's just give her some time.
So the question is, do you think that it's obviously like, so I think when Meg dropped Body, it was kind of like she entered that stratosphere of like kind of left the sweeties, the girls in her class, the Lotto, she left them all behind. When to me, Body was the moment. Yeah. And then what she went for, and then that was the moment where she kind of was like entered that, where it was bigger than just her.
Yeah.
And I don't think Glo has had that moment yet.
She hasn't had the moment, but she's
So you think she's next?
I think she's next, but I hate the way they treat her. I gotta throw Lotto in there, man. Lotto, to me,
Because it felt like Lotto was next.
Skill-wise, Lotto is just as good as anybody. You know what I mean? Like
Lotto drops an album and she does 20,000 copies.
Yeah, but that number shit. But that number shit is we need a new metric system for this number stuff because the numbers is not reflecting the impact, and I think it's always been like that. Like if you look, Future's what is it? March Madness,
you just did that. Hold on, you just did that with Meg because you say people not listening to her music, but her impact, people are showing up to her show.
No, I said that people are into her as a person.
But people are showing up to her show.
People
so obviously somebody and Rachel said 30 million.
30 million.
30 million listeners. Somebody's listening to her music.
So what I'm saying is that we need a different metric
I agree.
to determine how, because of all the physical copies of music that we've all purchased in our lives because we're that old, right?
Hello.
Right? No, but for real, why does it take 3,000 listens to count towards one album equivalent,
It's a fact.
and 1,275 to count towards a single? Everything that real quick, Ray, because I want you to make your point. Everything I bought physically that I love, I don't think I've listened to that shit 1,275 times in my lifetime.
Well, I'm gonna say this. Here's what I'm saying. What I'm saying is this: is that if you look at, to me, it was Nicki was first, Cardi came in, then Doja, then Meg, or maybe you could argue who came over that. But it feel like the fifth person coming was guaranteed to be Sexy Red.
Oh yeah, we.
But hear me out. But hear me out real
Sexy,
quick.
yeah.
But hear me out real quick. I thought it was Lotto because she's from Atlanta. She had a
Sexy in
little
there, too,
advantage.
though.
Sexy Red is from
Sexy in there.
Yeah,
St.
for
Louis,
sure.
so it's a little harder to come be that spot when you're from a smaller town than it is from a bigger town. But But Sexy Red has not dropped an album that did 60K first week.
No.
That's when everybody in the company starts. Hold on.
Yeah,
We might have to start
have
focusing on her.
Right.
She just did 60, and that means nobody in the urban space has done that.
But you know what's crazy, Ray? That's what I'm saying. Like the impact that Sexy Red or the impact that Glow has, that shit's really supposed to be like 160, 170. Like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, how are we determining these numbers?
Sexy Red 13.8 monthly listeners.
And
Glow's
Sexy
on
Red
ass.
got.
GloRilla?
GloRilla got 12 and some
But we
change.
can't.
Glow on
We also
ass.
can't determine
Sexy got
everything
what?
by Spotify
13.8.
monthly listeners because guess what?
Why can't we? It's a metric.
It is a metric, but guess what? We don't know Apple's numbers. Glow might be.
But we know that this is the biggest streaming platform in the world.
It is, but Ray,
Let's
we
know how many people paid for whatever's going on.
But
And everybody
true.
on that list except Nicki done lost numbers and things of that nature.
But everybody
That's
loses
awesome.
numbers.
Yes,
Everybody
yes.
loses numbers. But everybody loses
what are
numbers.
we doing?
But some people have
The
bigger.
Babylon is falling.
Some
Like,
people
what
have.
are we doing?
Can I finish real
I'm
quick?
sorry.
Can I finish real quick? Some people have bigger followings on Apple than they do on Spotify. Tons of artists have bigger streaming numbers on Apple's or other platforms than they do have on Spotify.
Yo,
so Spotify
it's mad annoying that they
Just
Wait, it's mad annoying that they even did this. First of all, if you did 60,000 units when Wayno was working at Def Jam or when I was around the building, somebody's gonna jump out the window. I remember I had a joke with Kevin Lyles about 25,000 units and the things that they celebrating right now. Ladies and gentlemen, Babylon is falling, if you cannot tell. And you need to find out how to put your music out independently by yourself. Because everybody, it's this one and that one. All of these numbers that they telling you, trust me, I done sat back. These people who want to do marketing for you, I could get you 100,000, I could get you this, I could get you that monthly numbers. So when they tell me that that's what people getting, I don't believe nobody's numbers anymore. Nobody.
The days are gone when you have debut albums like a Doggy Style that did like 200K in 1 week. That's
Who the last person? A million, like Kanye.
They did like 6. Doggy Style, because remember at that time, I think Doggy Style was like the top selling rap album of all time up until like
50 Cent. But even 50 Cent didn't surpass
Eminem, then
him.
50.
Okay.
Who was the first to do a million in a week? M, right?
M did, and then 50 did it after that, and then Wayne after that.
Didn't Kanye do that?
No, Kanye never did it.
I
No,
thought it was Snoop first,
Kanye did
then
a million on
debut album.
Huh?
For Eminem,
Yeah.
did a million? I don't know the
Remember,
debut.
Snoop debut was 93. M's debut was 99. I think Marshall Mathers LP was in 2000. That's the one that did like a M. And then after that, it was 50
right?
with Give Rich or Die Trying. And after Massacre did a million the first week.
Okay.
And then in 08, Wayne on Carter 3 did a million.
Circling back to Glow. Why do y'all think that her music appeals to men?
That's what I would love for
Because
them to
I
pick up.
see it all the time. Like men, it was like 7 p.m. Friday. Like they love it. Like you see her, she was performing a song in like locker rooms.
Yeah.
Like men really mess with her music. So why do y'all think that is?
I think one part is energy. Another part is like she has like clever lines. Like he thought he wasn't gonna have to stand on shit. Like he was handicapped. Like you know what I mean? Like she say like little clever lines. That's not like. Of course, if you rate it against somebody who's more lyrical. Yeah, they'll have more shit than her, but the way she puts it into a line, like she comes with some stuff.
Yeah, we also see that with Sexy Red too, because men appeal. So what is it about? Like
It's
men
a-
of this,
Sexy Red is
this,
her beats. It's
yeah,
her beats.
It's her beats.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
a beat.
Women, I'm telling you, I be
Oh,
saying that,
whoa.
I said men sometimes is the new women.
Yeah, come on now.
Yo, Wayne.
What are we talking
Yeah,
about?
up here, let her
Wayne,
cook.
yeah.
Men is the new women?
Wait,
That's her stance.
Wayne, the things that I've been doing.
I'm a man. You just was like, I've been a woman my whole life. Now you gonna say men is the new women? I gotta just eat that. Pause. Like that's crazy.
Y'all spoke about y'all was raised and y'all had fathers in y'all lives, so that might not apply to you.
I was raised by women as well.
Right, but there's a lot of bitch ass niggas out here, and if we're gonna talk about hoes got famous, then we need to figure out who gave the green light to niggas being suckers nowadays.
What that got to do with what we're talking about?
I'm telling you why it appeals. I'm telling you why it appeals.
I'm gonna get your numbers. On now, Instagram followers.
Okay.
Sexy Red has 4.6 million. GloRilla has 5.3 million. Doja Cat is next with 24 million. Meg has 32 million and Nicki has 220 million. God damn.
Nicki's a legacy act.
Yeah, that's it.
That's why I'm saying I don't even.
That's Michael
Nick to me,
Jackson.
Nicki is above every type of conversation like that. Like you know what I mean?
Come on.
Lyrically, if I could give like a top 3 of female rappers that I think is killing it lyrically, minus the numbers, minus the metrics and all that, for me, of course, Nicki, Lotto, and GloRilla. That's my top 3.
Ooh, we ain't gonna throw no Rhapsody up in there.
Not right now.
I love Lola Brooke. Shout out to
Not
Lola
right now.
Brooke. You know what I'm saying? I think Lola is hard. I love Lola Brooke.
That's
Y'all
it.
ain't gotta get quiet. Oh, the females I love now. I love what everybody.
I mean, that's all
right
you're
now.
gonna say.
Layla, we like your top
Oh
five.
wait. Oh.
Well, I get top 3.
Top
You give us,
5 what?
give us 2 more then. You got
Top
2 more.
5 what?
Female rappers today. Today. This is a fluid list. You can change them all.
Nicki, GloRilla,
I'm gonna follow what she
Nicki,
say.
GloRilla, Lotto.
Nicki, GloRilla, Lotto.
Female rap. I mean, Rhapsody is fire, but I think it's like us loving the idea of Rhapsody. I don't feel like she's getting enough support for her to be in these conversations.
It's an opportunity for you to support her.
But she should be. But I think she also needs to, I don't know, give us a little more variety or diversity in her music to where the masses can really appeal to her. Like, I love Tierra Whack's album. Mind you, I had to stop listening to it. I had to tell her in the club, like, girl, I was ready to, because, you know, it's one of them. But the album is fire. But, again, where we at least where I'm at in my life, listening to that, I was tired of crying myself to sleep. But the fucking album, I mean, but she would say that. She would agree with that. Even when I told her, she was like, I understand.
That's dope.
Because what it is mirroring her life and where she's at currently. So she was dealing with suicidal mental issues, so that reflected in her music. So as you know, as an artist, it's therapeutic or cathartic in a way where sometimes you just gotta get that shit out. And whoever receives it, receives it. And for me, I received it, but I don't know if everybody else is necessarily doing that. And I think that's where Rhapsody is kind of falling in the mix of that too. But I love Rhapsody. You know I love you, Tierra Whack. I love you.
Who your top?
And Lady London is fire, but she also needs to be a little more diverse in her shit too.
I don't really have a top 3, but I will tell you.
Who do you think's taking it right now?
Oh,
Top
right now,
3.
I mean the obvious. You know what I mean? The obvious is the Sexy Reds, the Lottos, the GloRillas, but I don't want to have a top 3, top 5, none of that. What I say is who's going to be on.
it.
No, I'm not. I'm gonna tell you who's going to be on their ass in a year and a half. Doshi. In a year and a half, Doshi gonna be. I think she's gonna reach that stratosphere of like a Doja, because Doshi, while she can rap, her creativity is gonna permit her to step out and do more shit that a Lotto might not do. You know what I'm saying? On the creative side, and that's not taking nothing from Lotto, because Lotto is like one of my favorite. I feel like to me she's my favorite rapper out of the young ones that's coming up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but I feel like Doshi is gonna be one of the ones that. She's the sleeper.
And I love Flo Milli. Let me just
Flo. Oh,
Milli.
shit. Flo
fucking Milli, yo.
Yeah.
I'm rooting for you, sis. I was rooting for Lotto the same way. I really see great things happening for Flo Milli. So I'm gonna put that out there.
Yeah. Flo Milli
I think
is
she's
problem.
super talented.
Top right now, I'm always put Nicki at number 1 because I just don't think that the minute she came out, she's let her foot off the necks. After Nicki, I'm gonna say Cardi, and then after Cardi, I'm gonna go Sexy Red. And then I'm gonna go.
Can I say something for the?
I love Cardi. I really just want. Oh, what you going?
No, for the peanut gallery in the back. I wanted to tell y'all, those are people with large budgets. So when you have the top 3 and everybody got a machine and a budget behind them, you know what I mean? Now you can go ahead.
No.
I want to know. Can you explain?
I mean, I wasn't saying my favorites. I'm saying who
like
got it right now.
Well, why does Cardi have it right now when her debut album came out in 2017? She haven't released an album since.
The same reason why I gave it to Nicki is because since Cardi hasn't dropped an album, but she has always has something in the marketplace. at all times. Or and by the way, she's also smart enough to keep herself in the marketplace, whether she has a song out or not. And that's why I want to put her over Meg, because Meg, it feels like her only thing is music. Like she talking about her deals and shit. Like my deals, no one has my deal.
I think I'm having a problem with the lining because I can't figure out what we measuring it by. You get what I'm saying?
It's just who got it right now.
Who you think got it right
Who you think got it right now?
I don't think there's necessarily.
Is it the one who's the most popular?
It's whoever you think.
But I think, but at the same time, right? Like when we talk and debate about artists, right? Like everybody has an attribute that the other one might not have, right? So like for one who may lack on the lyrical side, they might have a bigger profile as an artist, right? Like people always talk Jay-Z, Nas, right? Everything that Jay could do, Nas cannot. Jay can never make a fucking rewind. You know what I mean? Like he's not saying that he don't have the skill, he just would never make that record. So I think even with the ladies, right? It's like for me, like I said, Nicki is the bar that every woman, young girl aspires to be.
This generation, yeah.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's why I hate, like, you know, the whole, like, when you bring up the Cardi situation, because Cardi is definitely inspired, whether she says it or not. You can't negate what she did, what Nicki did over the years. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Cardi still, while everybody might question her if she writes it or not, her delivery is fucking impeccable. You know what I'm saying? Like the way her delivery is impeccable when it comes to making records, and I think that like Ray said, she always finds a way, whether it's a feature, whether it's a single, she finds a way to insert herself into the conversation in music outside of all the antic shit, because all of them got antics,
for sure.
But she finds a way to insert herself into the music conversation by a feature or by a single that she's dropped. So you gotta keep it there. You know what I mean?
Cardi, give us the fucking album. We've been waiting long enough. It's been way too long since. And we're having conversations about hip hop and strictly music. We get it. She's a great personality. Blah, blah, blah. Meg is as well. And people are really invested in her, I think, personality-wise, even more than her music. But Cardi, that debut album, please don't pull a Lauryn Hill. I feel like you got another one in you. And from Libra to Libra, stop being scared of this shit. Just get it out. I really feel like you got some heat. Because right now you looking like the dope feature artist. Because every time you on a fucking record, you're killing it. You have the best verse. So trust in the process. Trust the album. Put it out. You're going to do fucking great because people are rooting for you. But I don't think she should be involved in the conversations right now as far as top MCs, because we ain't heard nothing since 2018 as far as a great body of work. But I believe you got it in you. Just give us the shit.
All right. I think that's a perfect way to end that segment. Thank y'all for tuning in, and we'll be right back.
What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee. Dope coffee is changing the way What's good, y'all? This is Ray Daniels, aka the Culture Referee, and dope coffee is changing the way we consume coffee. It's more than just a coffee brand. It combines hip-hop, creativity, and community support, making coffee a part of our culture, our music, and our arts. With high-quality beans, dope coffee delivers great taste and cares about the environment. As a Black-owned business, Dope Coffee is committed to helping communities promote diversity and supporting new businesses.
Hey y'all, welcome back. We hope you enjoyed that last segment. This segment joining me is Bart and Jaywan. Jaywan, I know you have a few things going on, so I want to give you the opportunity to tell us a little more about it.
Thank you for having me, first of all.
Tell us about you really, Jaywan.
Thank you for having me. New music's on the way, you feel me? For those who don't know, I do music. Newly added co-host on the Joe Budden podcast, you feel me? I like to argue with niggas about music and shit. Like, I think a lot of niggas are stupid. Yeah, that's about it.
That's why we wanted to have him on the show. We was at Joe Budden's birthday dinner, and we was just arguing over classic records, and I was like, well, Jack really said it, but I was like, yeah, he one of them ones. You could tell he was raised in a house with hip hop, where he was young, participating in the conversations.
I love music.
Like you had a voice at the table.
No, he one of the most. Let me tell you something. I've known Jaywan for a minute now. He's one of the more critical people I've ever met when it comes to having a conversation about music. Like, he don't play.
Let's go. So when you want to start, Stanley?
Well, we're gonna start off where you said y'all had a conversation that came up at.
Okay, so you want to break it down?
Yes.
Okay, so we were at dinner, Bart and Wayno, who wasn't there. We were at dinner, and we were at Joe's birthday dinner, and Ish just says to Jay, that's the thing about New Yorkers that's like different. Like,
nah, Ish from Jersey.
We ain't getting but y'all still, it's that whole East Coast. So Ish goes, how many classes your father got? Because he only got one in my mind. And it was like, and then you were just like, yeah. If he would just, I was like, who defines what a classic is? Like to me, in our culture, we always say that's a classic, but it feels like everybody agrees. Like we always say, get rich or die trying. It's a classic.
It is.
Then there's those ones that you like, I don't know about it. Like, is that a classic? So I was like, what makes a record a classic in y'all opinion? I'm sitting, by the way, y'all got more hip hop on y'all than I do. Like, Bart is rough rider.
Well, first and foremost, I think classics, like, just the word. People don't use words as they define. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't use words as they define. And classic, some people think that a classic is an album you can't skip. Well, guess what? Some days I don't want to hear certain shit, so I'm skipping the song. Like, you know what I mean? I don't think that, like, it's defined by the standards of what everybody else calls it. Because I started doing something on my IG a couple of months ago, and I started like going back to albums I thought was classic that nobody talks about. Because everybody only talks about Mobb Deep the Infamous, Reasonable Doubt, Illmatic. Like they bring up the same Life After Death. That's a boring conversation. It's mad classic music outside of that. Yeah, the Chronic.
Doggy Style.
Yeah. So I started saying
these are like Good Kid, Mad City.
Thug Motivation 101.
That's a classic to me.
YG, My Crazy Life.
That's a classic.
That's a classic.
Hold up.
Yes, yes.
Hold up. You mean
Hold on.
We went a little.
Sorry about the gavel. Let's go.
We're going left when we need to go right. Okay. What is your criteria? What do you feel makes a classic?
Me, what Wayno feels is a classic. I'm speaking for myself, because you know people in the comments, speak for yourself. That's what I'm doing. What I feel a classic is just an album or a body of work or a song that no matter what's going on at any period of time, you could put it on and it could remind you of the times you was living in, right? Yeah, it's like a timestamp. It's like when I turn on Get Rich or Die Trying, I remember I was 20 going on 21 that year. I know exactly where I was working. I still got sneakers from that year to corroborate my stories. I still got flicks. You feel me? So it's like I look at all the music that I listen to. If I put your music on years later, or even, it ain't got to be years, I feel like you could determine a classic in like 6 months. Yeah. Depending on how good the music is to you. You know what I'm saying?
For me, a classic is. All right, so for me, a classic hip hop album would be something that I play often.
Okay.
You feel me? Because they like to say a classic is this, and a lot of albums niggas call classics don't get played at all. At all. You don't even hear some of the records on or the singles in the club, like. So it'd be something you could listen to a lot. I don't care about the sale aspect. Sales add to it, but I don't think it adds to it.
I hate that part of the game.
Me too.
People like to say it shifted culture in a way. I don't think that. I feel like it's more so the impact in what it did in the moment for me.
Facts.
Okay. Bart?
What about you, Bart?
To me, it's like shit I could relate to. And then it's shit that's like when I'm alone and I'm not thinking about it and it just pops up like it's thinking
like,
about me.
I want to listen to that thing.
It's like it pops up and thinks to me and I actually act on an album popping up to play in my head and I actually play it. If this happened like, and also time to me. Because I'm not stamping something a classic that just came out last week. Right. And they do that today.
So how much time?
It just, most of my classics is old. And then even if it just came out, I'm still going to let it just
fester a little bit.
It got to ride out for a little while for it to come back. And then I'll be like, all right, I could ride with that.
Gotta let it marinate.
Yeah.
I feel like that I think it was 2021 when I listened to the Marathon, Victory Lap.
That was a classic.
And I was like, nah, when I went back to it and I was like, nah, this shit really a classic. Like Nipsey made a classic album, but it wasn't because he passed neither. You know what I mean? I was just listening to the music.
Great body of work.
It's a great body of work. And I think like, because people got their check-offs, right? Because, you got to have the intro where you spitting the most. Like, you don't got to have all that shit. Certain people would just make them certain ways. Like I said, My Crazy Life
is a classic.
That's a classic album.
He also said Jeezy Thug Motivation 101.
I think that's a classic.
No, I think I think The Recession is the classic.
Okay, so here's what I'm gonna say. I understand why you said that. So I'm gonna tell you what I think a classic is. Okay. To me, a classic is because we also got to speak about how where you are and where you were in life, that makes a big difference in it, right? So like, for example, like there are New York record albums that are New York classics.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like there's albums that like Kilo album, Organized Noise album is a classic in Atlanta. Like
I get that.
Like it's a classic, right? So for me, when I look for classic, I'm like somebody that owned a moment in my life. And I start reflecting a lot more about it because it was albums that I thought was classics that I was like, I don't know if that's a classic now. Because as I listened to it, I'm like, they was just hot in the moment. Like, I think 50 Cent, Get Rich or Die Trying is a real classic. I think Illmatic is a classic. But to me, classic is a test of time. Classic, you can play it right now. And even if it's not today's music, you still can feel the power. Like, you cannot listen to MW, you cannot listen to Public Enemy Fight the Power and not feel something.
Hey, but hear me out, Ray. I don't know if y'all ran across this yet, because I'm one of probably the last few niggas that's still on Clubhouse, and we have these kind of talks every day.
You dead be on Clubhouse.
Yeah.
He just was on Clubhouse in the green room.
Classics is under attack because they got this new thing they say, where they say such and such this album didn't age well.
Yes.
So classics is under attack because people
I
today are saying it didn't age well.
Exactly.
But that's my problem that I have with people saying shit like that is because you rating it as your standards of today.
Yes.
It's the same conversation when it comes to basketball and people say, oh, Michael Jordan was playing against Jeff Hornacek or John Stockton. They wasn't that good.
Niggas for the time.
At that time, they was them niggas.
Skillful players.
But that's the thing. Everybody tries to now write off, you know what I mean? Like what it means.
Niggas move the goalposts a lot.
A whole lot.
A whole lot, yeah.
I don't like that.
So to me, I would just say a classic is something where it stopped everybody. Because Get Rich or Die Trying was an East Coast album.
I remember when that
But
dropped.
nigga, that's what I'm trying to say. What I mean by that is it was from an East Coast artist.
Okay.
That was a connection.
'Cause you said East Coast
G-Unit, East Coast
West
artist.
Coast album.
Then who else can claim it after that was the West Coast.
Yeah.
Then here come Dre, and then here come M, we can claim it too. And then you had us in the South playing it like
Y'all was jacking it. Yeah, y'all was jacking it.
that's my point. That's what made it. But that's what made it classic, though. What made it a classic was that we were all listening to it at the same time in the same moment. We might have had different opinions, by the way, but we all listened to it like it was a moment.
Yeah.
I'm gonna jump in. So I liked a point you made. You said that a classic. Hold on, I just lost my thought. Where you said you thought it was a classic in the back, but now that you listen to it, it isn't anymore, or
Yes.
you changed
I had a few
it.
of those albums.
So
I don't
what
know
are
what to
those?
say.
I want to lean into that. Like, what are those albums?
Yeah, say the album.
It was.
I want to hear from everybody that if you thought
To be honest with you,
it
it was a few Jay-Z albums.
You my nigga. I ain't gonna lie.
I gotta know which ones. I gotta know which ones.
over
I gotta
the
know which
table.
ones.
Like what's the one?
American Gangster.
American
It's
Gangster
not
was
That's not
okay.
a classic.
I really like that.
No, hear me out.
That's not a
hear me
classic,
out.
no.
But that's what to me. That's what separates a classic from not, because I still really like the album, but 10 years, 15 years later, I'm listening. I'm
Niggas
like,
don't play it.
This don't impact me the same way.
No,
niggas
It
don't
was
play
Jay-Z's way of doing an album for the moment because he wanted to talk gangster shit and he found a movie to make it. The timing was right.
Yeah, fact.
But it wasn't a classic album.
Volume 2 is a classic.
But to which I asked me what a classic was.
License Times of
no.
Sean
Volume
Carter.
two.
License Times of
No,
Sean
not
Carter,
License to
Volume
Sean
3.
Carter. The Hard Knock Life.
Not a
Not a
classic.
classic.
That's a classic album.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. That's a classic
License
album.
Times of Volume
That's a
3,
classic
S.
album.
Dot Carter.
S. Dot Carter is not. Hell no. That you talking about? You talking about the Life and Times of Sean Carter, Volume
Yes,
3?
that's what I said. That's not
That's
a classic.
not a classic.
Oh.
I said the Hard Knock Life. Hard Knock Life that had Annie on it.
Yeah,
It's
no,
Hard
that's a
Knock Life.
classic.
That's a classic.
Jay-Z.
You know what my three Jay-Z
Somebody go there.
classics My three,
What's your 3?
personally for me,
Yeah.
Blueprint, Black Album, Kingdom Come.
He said Kingdom Come.
Come.
He said Kingdom Come.
Can I tell y'all why?
Jay-Z would be like,
Hold on, let him.
Can I tell y'all why?
Go ahead, I'm sorry,
A
go
lot
ahead.
of niggas don't like Kingdom Come. They say that's his worst album, like Blueprint 3. What's that? Blueprint 3 with the 3 stripes?
Yeah.
Ain't there. That's the worst one to
That's
me.
my
Magna
third
Carta Holy
classic.
Grail.
Magnum Carter.
Trash.
But the reason Kingdom Come for me is when you really sit back and listen to it, that was the growth I feel he was trying to channel on Black Album when he was talking about I'm retiring.
Yeah.
You go back and listen to it, Hov was spitting flawlessly. And it's only 3 records on there I don't like.
On what?
That's the on Kingdom Come.
Come.
That's the shit with Beyonce, Hollywood.
That's one of my.
The
I like
shit
that
with
one.
Usher, and
The show Usher's terrible.
it's one more record.
Terrible.
What's that? Anything you
breakdown.
want, girl?
I hate that.
Nigga Hole is trash too.
Nigga, hold the trash.
Wait, all right.
Minority Report is like, why did he do
Trash.
it?
I got to take on albums because you said Illmatic. I got a Nas album that's way better than Illmatic, and I don't even think it's close.
Which one?
It was written is way better than Illmatic, and it's not even close.
I've been under attack for that lately. And
way better than Illmatic, and it's not even close.
Illmatic is incredible,
It's not close.
But here's what I'm saying. I think it was. To me, that album was Nas was reaching for commercial success, and he had it, by the way. But I still think Illmatic is a better album.
Nah, y'all disrespect.
And by the way, I'm gonna say something else. I don't care what y'all say, because I'm tired of y'all. Ready to Die is a way better album than Life After Death. Not even close.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's not even
Life
close.
After Death is perfect. Life After Death is
Ready to Die is perfect. Life After Death is not.
Life After Death is perfect.
Facts.
Life After Death is perfect, bro. You kidding me?
I hate Ready to Die.
Okay, so here's why I said Ready to Die is the best album.
All right.
It opens up. It lets you know the year he was born. It got the music playing, got Superfly playing, cool, it got I'm Your Pusher, it got all that shit. Then you see him go to jail. Then you hear the dad say, "Get him out my fucking house!" And he about to rob the train. Then it opens.
He like the story part.
And then, but then here's my thing. It ends with him killing himself.
Right.
The album's called Ready to Die. Like literally, that album is flawless.
That's great. And then Life After Death.
Life After Death to me was.
Life After Death is amazing.
Life After Death has better songs than Ready to Die. But it has a lot of bullshit on it. It has a lot of fat on it.
Ready to Die sound just like fucking a bunch of dirty Brooklyn niggas rapping. I don't like it. But Life After Death is just
Life After Death is flawless.
It's like if you
that album
Ready to Die.
Ready to Die, Life After Death. Which one is flawless?
Life After
Because I also think Me Against the World is a better album than All Eyes on Me.
Can I express it to you? I feel that way too. But can I express it to you?
Yeah.
Ready to Die, you drive around in a hoopty. Life After Death, you pull out the
money
good car and you get dressed.
And CJY, I'm glad you said that, and that is why I gave it to Ready to Die, because I like the uninfluenced. I like you ain't got nothing but you and your fucking brain, and you making an album, and that's what you came up with. Don't get me wrong, Life After Death. If we picked out better songs, More Money, More Problems. Sky's the Limit is my favorite Biggie song ever. Like Sky's the Limit. Bone and Biggie, like it's
What's Beef?
But what's beef? But then you also have those. You're nobody.
That's
nobody.
What? That's not.
The
Come
energy
on,
dips
man.
off.
You bugging out.
You bugging
out,
to
bro.
me, it dips off the edge.
Come
It's like
on, yo.
pull like this.
Nah, that's
I'm
Player
saying
Hater, even Player Hater.
Player Hater's my
parody.
shit. Player Hater's my shit.
But even as they're joking, even as a parody, they laughing at that. That's the thing. Life After Death is the celebration of all the work.
So Life After Death, so let's classic, no classic. Life After Death.
Both of those are classics. Ready to Die to me is a classic, and Life After Death.
Ready to Die, classic, no classic.
Classic.
Ready to Die, not one.
No classic.
Classic.
Yeah, it gotta be.
Classic.
All Eyes on Me, to me.
All Eyes on Me is
All
classic.
Eyes on Me versus Me Against the World. Which one is it?
I think
I
Me
got
Against
both
the
of them.
World
Me Against the World to me is the classic.
Over All Eyes on Me.
Again.
It's hard to make a double
But both of
album,
those classics
y'all.
to me.
Like Jay-Z Blueprint 2 album.
Machiavelli is a
You know how
classic.
hard it is to make a double album?
Blueprint 2 trash.
Hov
It's not
has a-
trash. It's a lot of good. It's a lot of good on there though. It's a lot
Hov
of good.
has a lot of filler records on his albums that's unnecessary. Him and my pops have that thing with them. They put filler records that aren't needed
I
on
agree.
it.
I said something. I'm gonna ask you. I said this on this show, not this show, but God's show, and people ate me up. I said, and you two, I'm asking y'all three, New Yorkers. I said, in New York, the order of MCs. MC, number one is to me is Jay. Big is number 2, and then third, I give it to Kiss over Nas. To me, now I did say Kiss doesn't have as much as a catalog as Nas. I'll give him that. But I'm saying bar for bar, rap for rap. I think Jadakiss is a better rapper than Nas.
You know why I'm going with him number 1 for
Who?
me? My pops.
That's
And
what
without
I'm talking
him being
about.
my
Talk
pops,
your shit.
But think about all of the labels in New York,
Of course
right?
you know why.
Nah.
They want to talk
I'm
that
not trying to
shit.
let
Let's go.
As my pops, I never let him know that. Ever.
I know y'all go at it
Feel
crazy.
me? Like, Hov, once he had his label where they had in-house producers, Just Blaze, all of them, it was enough that he couldn't do. You got niggas tailoring music to your style.
Yes.
You got Ye and all of that. All of these artists had that. Even Nas had niggas tailoring music to his style. My pops never had a team of producers who just make for him.
And that's why I give him over Nas.
That's
why I give him over Nas.
That's
why I give him. That's why I ring him over Nas. By the way, that's why I ring him over Nas.
I didn't even go.
He didn't. He's like he's like a New York Nick to me. Like the.
He's mellow. He's mellow. He's mellow.
He's a ball.
Nas is mellow.
No, his pops. They never give him the. They give
happy
him
you said
certain
that,
components, but they never give him the.
Mellow never got a ring. While I do, to me, Kiss has a ring. I ain't gonna put no disclaimer on it because Kiss know what he mean to me, right?
What's the
Kiss
ring?
of Death. Kiss of Death is the ring.
Yeah,
That's the ring. The reason
What song could get off of this? It's 2.
The shit with Kanye and the Welcome to D Block.
I keep the one with Kanye.
Welcome to D Block is horrible.
I keep the one with Kanye. I take the one with Pharrell off, and I take Styles and Sheik off the one Welcome to D Block.
You'll take them off of it. All right, so look, this the only thing I had with Kiss, and I'm happy I get to say it today, right? I felt like, and this is me being a fan of Kiss, that when he made his first album, Long Kiss Goodnight, right?
Yep.
Long Kiss Goodnight is the debut.
No.
Kiss the Game Goodbye. Kiss the Game Goodbye. My fault. Kiss the Game Goodbye. He followed the same exact pattern with every single album. He always got his back and forth song with him and Styles.
Yep.
He always got his song with all 3 of them.
Yep.
He always has his Down South song. And the rest of them is like, give or take, you got them classic joints. But to me, Kiss never dug for his depth. You know what I mean? Now, he give you by my side is depth, right? I would love to have, Still Feel Me is depth, right? Now, I'm just saying, because of all these other filler songs, like the,
it takes away from
it. It takes away.
But you know that's how niggas approach albums back in the day.
No,
I need my South song. I need my girl song. I need my this song. I need my that song.
You're right. But everybody didn't approach it that way. But my only thing with Kiss is because Kiss's skill set, he has the skill set to be the fucking champion that we all know he is.
He don't have to worry about making a song because his verses is gonna carry.
His verse, he don't have a whack verse
ever.
It don't exist
ever.
You think he got a whack verse?
Give me a whack verse from that. Can you see?
You got more context.
I take them shit.
He don't got whack verses. He might say a line that'd be like, nigga, what the fuck?
No,
like,
Kiss,
he got lines.
You might explain it.
What?
If and this is with all artists. This shit that he says, if you hear Fab say it, it's gonna sound nasty. It shit if Fab says it and he say it, it sound nasty.
So delivery.
Yeah, it's just his voice carries him with certain.
Yeah, they got the voice.
You see how you said the thing about the producers? There's a Kiss bar that has always haunted his career when it comes to how he makes songs. Y'all need beats to help. We help the beats. Because he said that, I always felt like he tolerated the lesser beat. Like he know that he can make the beat better. He never have a problem making a hook. You know what I'm saying? He never have a problem rhyming. But I felt like he would just, like you said, he didn't have a structure of team. It was
he didn't
just
have a producer.
The Rough Riders. These niggas is doing pull-ups in the other room. You know what I'm saying? I've been in the Yonkers studio before. You know what I mean? Like, they doing pull-ups, bro. Like, but I think that he tolerated that to just get. I'm gonna just get this shit done.
I ask you a question then. Better rapper bar for bar.
Bar for bar.
Kiss or Nas?
Damn.
I'm gonna ask everybody.
I'm gonna go. I'm not trying to be the contrarian right here.
He's going with Nas.
I'm going with Nas because I felt like Nas always gave more depth.
Okay.
I feel like Nas gave more depth. I always use Kiss as that
by the
analogy.
way, I like
happy.
that. I like that you said that. That's good. That's a good point.
But I always use Kiss as the analogy that I love the fact that I didn't know J1 until I knew J1. Yes. You know what I mean? Like I didn't know everything personal that was in his life, but sometimes I wish he would have jumped in that bag a little bit more. Yeah. You feel me?
So Nas, better.
Yeah, I'm
Who you
going
say?
Nas.
Bar for bar.
Bar for bar. For me, it depends on the era. You gotta think Nas is like the
we looking at their body of work.
Nas is the forefather for the niggas that came in the game after him. So that's the Hoves, my Pop, Styles, all like he is. Whenever he write is that's the standard. Yeah. Niggas is always rapping like I gotta rap to what this is like. Like
but I'm asking you,
bar for
bar, like
over time and I'm going with my Pops.
Who would you say? Stanza, you want to weigh in on this? Or Stanza like, don't put me in the rap.
I gotta go Kiss because I was there. I feel like he's talking to me, and even though I'm not a nigga that believe anytime rappers talk, I just don't believe Nas was there. It's like Nas was like his viewpoint is coming from his window, and Kiss' point is coming from outside.
All right, so look.
That's a great point.
But look, and this is I learned this once I started
one more
being
thing
around.
to something like J1 said. You know they don't look at Nas as they pair, but they look at everybody else as they pair.
Yes.
Yeah.
Ray, who you have?
Oh, for me, I would say I think Kiss is a better rapper. I think Nas, it has a lot of depth, and to me, I guess that makes it great for an album. But if I need a verse, if I need somebody to rap, to me, like I love Biggie and Jay, but I don't love their singles. I love the rap records. Like I'm saying,
I can break it up for y'all though, like this, right? All right, so the best way I could put it, and this, I guess you could put my pops and Hov on the same side for this. Nas rap for niggas that want to read the book, and they rap for the nigga who read the book and is gonna give you the summary.
He grew up in the house with him. He goes, gavel. I don't even want to argue. I give a nigga props for that one. That was a good one. I like that one.
I just want to say one last thing, and this is the last thing I'm gonna close with. To me, Kiss might be the most, and I'm not just saying this because we having a Kiss topic, you know what I mean? But he might be the most beloved New York artist outside of like everywhere else, outside of like a DMX, because niggas love Kiss in the South.
Niggas love him everywhere.
Niggas love him in the West Coast. They love him everywhere. Like he one of the main niggas that you don't go places and people like, I don't fuck with him.
I think he needed a Southern album.
Last final point.
That's
love that.
That's a good.
If y'all had one classic album that you could listen to, that's the only album you could listen to for the rest of your life, one classic, what would it be? Don't explain why, just give the album.
I'd rather not have a life. There's too many.
If I had to say one, I'm gonna say Me Against the World, Tupac. If I had to.
You. Bart, what's it?
Just to answer your question, I'm gonna go Gangsta and the Gentleman. Styles P.
I'm with Bart on that. Gangsta and the
Gentleman. Y'all niggas stand so tall with each other. I love that shit, bro.
Gangsta and the Gentleman was the first one that, it was the first album, I think, where I understood lyrics as a little kid. Like, where it's like, oh, shit.
I have a question. I'm gonna just ask y'all this. And I know you have to go to the next one. And if we do, we run over.
It's fine.
Better back and forth, because you just said him and Styles had a back and forth. Give me a song in rap history that's better but back and forth rappers than We Gonna Make It. And by the way, I asked Joe for the show. You can only compare them to them. Watch the Throne.
I can't. Bro. Let me tell you something, bro.
Brooklyn's Finest.
You can only compare them to them. Nobody does what they do.
I was about to cheat.
Dope Money. Don't even get me wrong, bro.
We gonna make it. Bro. I was about to say Dope Money.
Dope Money, bro.
Yeah.
Dope Money might be their best.
Dope Money is the best back and forth. Hey. We Gonna Make It is a street song that became commercial. Dope Money, man.
I'm sitting here like they ain't gonna say Dope Money.
Yeah.
I was a teenager rapping that shit in the mirror. I believed every fucking word these niggas said. Everything. What you know about copping a house to fight pissing or blowing weed smoking the cops to write tickets?
Like, that's real Rough Rider shit.
Yeah, you can only compare them to them. Nobody's had a better back and forth than them.
All right, we're gonna move to the next topic. So yesterday was the BET Hip Hop Awards. I don't think many of us knew that it was on. However, Kendrick Lamar won 8 of the 11 awards he was nominated for, including Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Song of the Year, Lyricist of the Year. And it said that Kendrick is having one of the biggest years without dropping an album. Do y'all think this is a formula that other artists can follow?
What formula?
Well, he's the MVP of the year. He ain't dropping an album. How do you do that?
I think the battle carried him. The battle carried
Kendrick is not your MVP of the Future. You would say Future.
Yeah, Future's my MVP this year.
Okay, who would you give the run up to?
Nah, I just love.
Who would you give the run up to? Who would you give the run up to though?
You said who?
If you had to give a runner up.
Oh, it's Kendrick Lamar.
Okay.
But so no, listen.
You think so? You think Future had a bigger year than Kendrick?
Yes, because Future had
multiple projects.
3, 4 technically with the We Don't Trust You with the mixtape portion towards the end.
Not about that. You right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Three number ones this year. Also the mixtape, like, don't get me wrong. The Kendrick winning all them awards is 2 things. I love what Kendrick did this year, but I feel like a lot of it is dick sucking. I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Facts. I agree.
Like, I'm just keeping it 1,000.
Let's go. I love this.
Awards,
I
like
agree.
8 awards. Like, don't get me wrong, bro. Kendrick has had a great year. Phenomenal. He's one of my favorite artists all time.
Votes though?
I don't even care if it's votes. It's still dick eating. Like come on, bro. Like
the voters are dick eating.
yeah, like it's like 1 or 2 is cool, but 8, bro. Like, what's can we see the categories that you want? No, for real. Like, can we see the categories? I love Kendrick
Jack,
Lamar.
can you find an email
it
to?
was Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Song of the
she
Year,
got it.
Lyricist of the Year, Best Collaboration, Best Video.
Wait. Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
You know that's all off of one song, right?
Right.
Hip Hop Artist of the
dick
Year.
sucking.
Song of the Year. What else?
Best video.
Of the year.
Lyricist of the
He
Year.
did have the best video of the year.
Best video, I give him that.
Collaboration with Future and Metro Boomin. That was
I ain't here for
collaboration
that.
of the year.
That record was hard.
What, like that? Not like that fire.
I didn't care for it.
Like that fire.
Yeah, I called Future manager. I said if they don't do an album called what I said, Sophisticated Ignorance, and him and Kendrick and Future drop an album together, nigga, like that is the shit, bro.
I just sound like BT joining the Drake hate train.
Yeah, that's why I dead ass, bro. I think that is because when it comes to the, it's coming down to the battle. All this battle showed me is that even though, like, I'm not a Drake stan, I'm not a Drake hater. I don't hate Drake. Yeah, I think Drake put up, like, Family Matters is a very, very good fucking diss record.
Y'all want to know what battle this is like?
What?
This is the Ja Rule 50 battle all over again.
Nah.
Niggas turned their back on
They
Ja.
did, but
I've been saying that.
Like, niggas turned
They
their
been
back
saying
on
that.
Ja with, like, yo, if you really sit and listen to it, like, even watch some of 50 old videos, right? He took Ja's formula from song making to video. Like, I was sitting in the crib the other day on YouTube, like, this is a Ja Rule, like, the 21 Questions video is the down ass, whatever video it is when Ja Rule was in that same video. Like,
where would I be without you?
Even
No, it is. No, it's Put It On Me.
Put It On Me.
He was in jail.
Yeah.
Even
That's
one of Ja Rule records songs on the album with the bandana, title and one of 50 shits is almost the same thing. Like, it's the whole. That's legit. Just
so I don't think I think that like
a switch.
Man,
there's a reason though, guys. That's what I say.
Niggas don't like that nigga, yo, bro. Niggas just really don't
It's
like
a reason
Drake,
for
bro.
what?
Well, I think it's a reason why the Drake hate train has going on. That's what I'm saying. Like, I believe there's a reason.
I don't care for the reason. I don't. Whatever y'all.
Because to me, the best diss in the whole shit was Euphoria. To me,
By far.
Euphoria is fucking amazing.
That's what should win the Grammy if you ask me. Euphoria is incredible.
It's amazing, but I just like all of this, bro. Like, come on, 8 awards. Like, don't get me wrong. I ain't saying that Kendrick ain't earned nothing, but like 8 awards, bro. Like,
it's like just give it all to him,
bro. Like,
the
Kamala Harris. You know they ain't like us.
That's Drake.
Come on, bro.
That's Drake hate, bro.
Huh?
I would have been cool with 1 or 2 songs from both of them. Like,
I ain't like Meet the Grammy.
If whatever the second song was when he did the video and had the little girl plastered and all that, if he'd have put that content on his last record that he did responding to Kendrick, like just the flow and all of that,
that's Family
he would have won. He would have won.
He couldn't win no matter what he did.
But he had too many targets.
You know how they say the battle. The soul of America, the soul of Black America was that battle. That
think that's too deep.
Listen to me.
Yeah.
Listen
They
to me.
going crazy, man.
Hear me out.
Right.
Because I do different. See, this is what I do differently. I say it and then I'll explain it. Niggas usually explain it and then say it. No, I'm saying that I think it was the soul of America. Because I think that what happened was that you got to look at it from behind the scenes shit. Dog, I bet I met your pops a couple times. I met Styles people a couple times. But like, I know you. My cousin grew up with y'all. Small part. Like, you kind of get the feeling of who niggas is. Like, DMX a straight up nigga. Like, I don't know Hove, but I kind of get a feel of who the nigga is in business, right? He kind of I'm gonna do me first, nigga. I'm gonna get me. So what I'm saying is that I think what happened with Drake was that he was so big, and it was one of them things where it's like nobody could do anything about it because he was also being ushered by us and them. And you know, we don't really have no power as Black people, so we kind of looking at like, yeah, he with us, but he has a responsibility to them. When I heard them playing Not Like Us at a Harlem block party, and it was like, bum, 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 bum. And I was like, and this, by the way, everybody in there is 40 and up. I'm like, oh, this record is deeper. This record is deeper than just a man, this a man. This record is about Black culture saying, you're not like us. You're not one of us. That's how they made it.
I'm going to tell you the fucked up part about all of that. You want to know what it is? It's only this year we started looking at everybody who have Black and have white as they not Black. Bro,
I've been looking at niggas.
I've been looking at it like that.
That ass?
I've been.
I love Blake Griffin. That nigga pops is Black as Ace of Spades. Like, you know what I mean? Like, his mom's look like Peggy Bundy, but he Black as Spades.
I've been looking
Can I tell you what I
look
said?
at my cousins that makes funny.
I'm about to say, can I say, okay, you know what it is?
But
I use me as an example.
Yeah.
This the running joke when I'm around a lot of people, especially New Yorkers, is Ray from New York. You nigga from New York.
Oh, you know, I don't never let that down with you.
I don't claim that. I don't claim New York, right? Because I don't identify with it. You follow what I'm saying?
But you from New York?
But yeah, I was born in the Bronx. But when I get around,
you from New York?
Hear me out.
Projects, bro.
Hear me out.
From Patterson. You from New York.
But when you get around New York niggas, it's like your uncles. They just whisper shit to you like, you know you with these country ass niggas. You know, you just start laughing like, nah, I am. And it's like, so I think that what happened was with Drake, and I say J. Cole, I think that they were mixed. they would go in rooms and the white guys would be like,
No, I don't think that works. I don't think
I'm
with Cole.
telling you.
I don't think with Cole. I don't think.
I'm telling you.
They just recently started.
I don't think
Cole
white
like
America ever fucked with Cole the way like Cole. You know what's crazy?
Middle America, middle America.
Yeah,
did.
and you know why it's funny? Because J. Cole's my GOAT, right?
That's your GOAT.
And remember
exactly.
I told you this 10 years ago. Cole's
facts.
my GOAT. You know what Cole's real fan base is? His real fan base, if you look at the niggas he inspired, is Latino niggas that want to be super lyrical, like those type of niggas, like that's his real, that's his real fan base.
He basically
like,
saying that Cole make music for niggas who do overnight stock jobs.
Like no, like that's his, like that's his,
hold on. So you mean to tell me you believe that J. Cole is a better rapper?
He's the best lyricist out of all three of them.
Than Kendrick.
For a fact.
He's a better rapper than Biggie.
Cole is the best lyricist out of all of them. He did some sucker shit backing out of the battle.
No, but not even that. He just is okay to me.
No, but see, to you, like
No,
to
he's
you,
talking about out of Drake.
No, I know, but I'm saying he like if you recited a Cole, I fuck with Cole, but I don't hear. I believe that Cole. If I'm being honest with you, I believe Cole and Wale are the same nigga. At least that Wale. Cole had a white mama. If Wale had a white mama making.
Nah, but I ain't gonna lie. Wale
would be the big.
Wale get wild disrespected. Wale one of them
He does.
niggas.
Because he's from Nigeria. His mom ain't white.
Yo, you want to know something? Look,
if his mom was white, it wouldn't disrespect.
Let me answer this one though. You right?
Nah,
Look,
man.
I'm about to fuck your head up. Cole, Wale, Drake, Big Sean are all the same niggas in different universes. They're all the same niggas in different universes.
But here's what I'm saying though. Here's what I'm saying though. But it's okay. Let's take that for an example. It's like Avengers, right? Like niggas want to see Iron Man face Superman, right? It's like certain shit you want to see. What I'm telling you is that in the case of all of their generation, I believe that the Superman of that generation that's undefeated is Kendrick.
Cole relates to the
as soon as Kendrick went against Drake, everybody was like, yeah.
But it was just
but I ain't I'm gonna keep it 100, bro. Okay. You being a little too dismissive of J. Cole, bro. J. Cole.
No, I'm not just not a fan. He's not
Cole, one of them niggas, like bar for bar.
Cole relates to more people than Kendrick and Drake by a long shot.
I agree with that.
When he get to his storytelling about life,
give me a J. Cole.
give
me a J. Cole verse that says no. I want you to like if I could say Jay, I could give you Jay's verse on Hovey Baby. Where he was like 7 straight summers, critics might not admit it, but nobody in rap did it quite like I did. Give me a J. Cole verse.
January 28th.
Too deep. Love Yours, the last verse of Love Yours.
Are y'all reciting it or are y'all talking about it?
Listen, my brain is fried. I can't do that shit no more.
They be killing me with that.
I used to be able to do that shit all day. I can't do that shit no more, bro. I can't.
When Cole, if you really sit and listen to him, get past whatever you feel he's boring for or whatever.
Cole is Tim Duncan of music, bro.
And by the way,
he has their championships, but I never heard a nigga say they rushing to get home to see the Spurs game.
Now, be honest with you.
But Cole is one of them niggas, bro.
Now, can I be honest with you? That is the best way to ever describe him. I'm not taking away from his greatness. I'm saying though, for the flair that I like for the game, he don't have the flair to me.
So who you like?
I think Kendrick is better than both of them.
I
think Kendrick is the best.
Middle Child was the flair.
If I'm being honest with you, I'll say Kendrick is number 1. I'll say Drake is number 2, and then I'm gonna skip Cole. I'll put Wale and I think Sean's first album was better.
Wale, bro.
Wale and Big Sean. Them niggas is fire, bro. They just
listen.
No,
nobody not saying Wale not fire.
Okay, answer this question. Answer this question. Hold on. What'd you just say?
I can't get jiggy with Wale, bro. I swear to God, bro.
I like Wale, but Wale ain't Cole. Cole is a different nigga.
So can somebody tell me, if I'm breaking down Biggie versus another rapper or a Pop, I can break that. I want you to tell me what is the difference that J. Cole has physically done?
J. Cole's albums. J. Cole's albums. If you even when you say I don't like this one, you don't dislike it that much than the last one. You just like certain shit off it. The only J. Cole album I don't like is For Your Eyes Only. That's the only one that I feel is the only like slight on his career. But other than that, he is probably the most consistent. He's just as consistent as Kendrick. Because you could argue that every album that Kendrick has put out has been a damn near classic
Cole
album.
is my pops to me. Cole is my pops and Nas to me.
So, but what I'm asking is that what moment, like I feel like Drake has had probably 10 moments that we could pinpoint where he has risen above his competition. Where it was like when he dropped God's Plan and he gave $1 million away in the video.
I hated that record.
But he gave $1 million away in the video. But what he also did was he was smart. He was strategic. He put Lil Durk on the record. He gets that look. Drake understood how to put himself above everybody.
That's the whole formula.
That's my point.
That's the whole formula.
Drake is the whole out of all of them. That's why he's probably the biggest. But I'm saying, I just don't see J. Cole's superpower.
J. Cole's
rap. When it just gets down to
what
J. Cole,
I'm gonna keep it 100. J. Cole's superpower is his investment in people, as far as like his base.
Now I can see now that's
Dollar
what he had.
and the Dream Tour. Dollar and the Dream Tour. Let's not act like, as much as I love Drake as an artist, as much as I love Kendrick as an artist, that any of them niggas said, yo, at the height of their career, I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna perform only these records. And I'm gonna do it for y'all, and had a fucking sea of people. It kind of looked like a Michael Jackson in front of the hotel moment.
Out of them three, that's his superpower that Drake can't do and Kendrick can't do.
He
knows how to keep. He knows how to take his fan base, put them in his pocket, and they feel like they go with him everywhere he goes.
I just told you what his fan base is.
No, that's what I'm saying. But I'm with you on that.
Mexican niggas,
like Latino niggas that are
more for the people than all of them.
Got like that nigga fan base is.
Nah, that's crazy.
His fan base is the niggas that's in the gym right now playing ball. Like, that's his fan base.
The
like,
LA Fitness Warriors?
Yeah, like, that's his fan base. Like, it's a lot more of those niggas than the Hotep Kendrick niggas or the Playboy Drake niggas. A lot of niggas ain't those niggas. It's more niggas that are
because his aesthetic and everything is the most relatable. Like, you're not looking at Cole like, damn, that nigga got a chain that I can't get.
He lying. That nigga got gallery on and shit.
He do, but it'd be subtle. It'd be subtle.
But that's what I'm saying.
It'd be subtle.
I just want to say, that's what I like about J. Cole. When you talk about that with J. Cole, I can get with that. But when you start saying MC better, I'm like, I haven't seen that part. I've seen everything else, but I haven't seen better MC yet.
Put that shit on paper and read both of them if it was an essay. And
we got something for you then. We got something we're gonna do now.
Wait, but what's that? You got to give it our last thoughts, because the conversation we went everywhere else. But it was about Kendrick, right? What was it regarding Kendrick?
That he didn't drop an album. He dropped the single.
Do I think he's having the biggest year?
Well, I mean, yeah, sure, if you want to say that. But the question posed was, Kendrick is having one of the
MVP
biggest,
year.
The biggest year. Yeah.
I believe yes.
And do you think other artists can follow that formula?
You can't follow that formula, because this shit was written in the stars. Like, he took an opportunity that was going on and lingering for 10 years for him to diss a nigga. You know what I mean? Like,
I think the Drake hate train is bigger than Kendrick's moments.
Oh,
that's fair.
That's a good one, boy.
For real.
I feel that way, and I feel like if Cole wasn't next to Drake, and it was just a free for all, and they had to battle for that moment, we know who would have got it.
Who?
Cole.
You said if Cole...
If it was a free for all
against Kendrick?
Kendrick, because you gotta think about it. He shot.
We ain't gonna start playing fantasy.
That's my nigga.
We ain't gonna start playing fantasy sports now.
You stand with your nigga, boy. You bugging.
If he would have...
You bugging.
He swung on
He knew he wasn't gonna win.
Drake.
That's why he backed out.
Yeah.
Right.
He was like, I can't do this.
Okay, wait. Final point, because I want to hear y'all feelings on Cole dropping the record and mentioning the beef. I think that was pretty cowardice.
Can I be honest with you?
I didn't.
What Cole did was what a kid who grew up and what a white mother in his house would do. I'm not even being funny. I
can't relate.
Like also, hear me out. Also, like, think about it. Like, Cole has compassion for his people. Like, he has compassion. Like, it's not time. He grew up in a house where we grew up in black households. We had to kill each other. It was like dog eat dog. He didn't grow up like that. He grew up knowing his brother was his keeper, and he was like, you know what? I don't want to be in this. If he had a black mother, his black mother would have been like, you better take your ass out there and fight them niggas. You think you gonna come at my motherfucker?
I ain't gonna go that far.
That song,
I'm telling you.
All that song is Cole kicking himself in the ass.
No, listen, I said that he should have never, and I don't know if y'all seen, but with the shit that I said regarding the whole Cole shit, that Dreamville don't fuck with me no more. But anyway, like, I basically, no, for real, I think that Cole should have never said nothing, because I think that the jabs that Kendrick took when he said, motherfuck the big three, it's just big me, it was about the idea what that was. It wasn't personal to you. When Kendrick was saying, for all your dogs getting buried and all that, he was letting you know who his target was. When Cole jumped out there, and he said it himself, he said, I shouldn't have said it. My only stance on it is like, I thought that people had influence over him, which everybody wanted to argue with me about, because on the stage, J. Cole said, I got my niggas in one ear and I got the world in the other, and everybody want to see blood.
Social media. That's the
but listen, real quick, Jay, when I said that on my platform, I'll do it myself. You know what I mean? Yeah, niggas is like, oh, niggas is calling me like, yo, he don't like the Young Thug meme. He don't got internet. He's oblivious to everything that's going on.
Yeah, fuck.
You feel me?
Right.
So
that's why he started doing the certain features he do with artists, and he did the KOD album. He let social media tell him he's boring, and he felt he had to try some shit instead of just being himself. And as a fan, he disappointed.
Well, according to them, Cole doesn't have he don't watch the internet. He don't listen to nobody but himself. And
we all know
Can I tell you why? Because he does not. Because he doesn't have to. You ever watch The Wire? You ever watch The Wire?
Of course.
Okay. Remember Neyman's mama? Remember when she was like, he did what? He took from you, and you in my house? Kendrick grew up like that. You could tell. That's why when it was like Big Three, nah, nigga, ain't no Big Three. It's just Big Me, nigga. And them niggas was like, they grew up in, bro, it's no disrespect. It's just like, I gotta admit, New York played a role in who I am because I was there as a kid. I seen shit.
Happy you said that. Every time Ray mentions
something
about New York, let's put that on record.
I just sound from Atlanta.
Hey, when did you? Because this is another thing, like how we try to talk about where niggas from. Because I argue every day with my homie about where Tupac's from. But
Tupac
when did you?
I moved to Atlanta when I was 12.
Oh yeah, you from Atlanta?
All right.
Tupac from
We've
Harlem.
settled it.
It's simple. We from Atlanta.
Hold on, so listen, we're gonna go to
throw it
God
to you.
rating.
Yeah.
So look, last thing we do, guys. So I have this thing we do called the God rating, right? Where we give you guys we're gonna give you guys a criteria, and it's like Madden rating. It's like 2K rating. I know you'll like this shit because you like this shit.
Nah, I hate video.
So hold on. So here's the criteria: lyrics, flow, hits, catalog, longevity, consistency, influence.
A lot of fucking criteria.
Yeah.
Can y'all write that somewhere?
Hit
so
me
I
out.
can look at
Okay,
it?
so you'll get it. So the way I did it, you'll get it. Lyrics, flow. You know the difference between the lyricist and the flow, right? Then it's hits, then catalog. The records that you gave the world that everybody loved, but also the shit you gave your people that fuck with longevity and consistency. Okay. Some niggas have been around, but like niggas ain't been consistently, you know what I'm saying? And then the last one overall is the influence they had on the game. So for example, with that being said, do you guys have anybody that you would give a 99 rating to?
But you got to get the names though, right?
No, I'm just, I don't want to influence them.
This is like my first time when I did exactly. I got you.
Out of everything you said?
Like, who would you give a 99 to? If you were ranking a player,
But are the ratings either or? Because that's where it's losing me. Because it's like, they might got the lyrics, but they don't got the flow.
You got to weigh that in.
You got to weigh that into the overall.
It's going to sound biased. I know who I'm going with.
Who you going with?
Of course.
Hold on, who you going with?
Your pops.
Yeah.
It's like, of course you give it a spot.
But your pops can't get a 99.
Yo, I'm going to keep it 100.
Hold on, let me tell you why.
I just hope my son views me the way
I'll do
they want to view his pops.
Hear me out. The reason why I say your father can't get a 99 is because, to me, he hasn't had the hits and the catalog where we could say a Nas did. He has the features, but we saying so.
You know why I'm gonna argue that?
Go ahead.
You go in any club right now, you're gonna hear a Kiss set before you hear a Nas set. Summertime come when the weather get nice, you're gonna hear Kiss before you hear Nas and shit. Maybe before you even hear Hove. He is niggas go to like all around. He influenced mad niggas.
I love it. So if your father is a 99, if your father's a 99, then what would you give Kanye?
Kanye? I give Kanye a 97.
So you would give your Kanye a lower rating than your dad.
What's the criteria again?
Lyrics, flow.
Anybody with a writer,
catalog,
off rip.
But he also have more hits, so you got to give him that too. That's why I'm like,
Will Smith got hits.
Hold on, lyrics, flow, hits, catalog, longevity, consistency, influence.
Drake, nigga.
Drake is a 99.
If you have writers,
I gave Drake a 98. But the reason I didn't give Drake a 99 is because he has ghostwriters. I gave Drake and Kanye 98s because they don't write all that shit.
If you have writers,
I don't know what I
you're
give
not
Kanye. What did I give Kanye?
I don't know. I got to shit
Did we do that? I don't think I did.
What would you give Lil Wayne then?
Same thing for me.
99?
Wayne getting an 80 with me.
80.
Man. You went crazy.
Oh,
right.
hit the yo, so you get
Well,
why you give Wayne?
Why Wayne getting an 80?
Y'all
I
want me
might
to
be
tell y'all
talking
why?
too fast, but I'll wait till you finish.
Wayne, for one of my first CDs my mom ever bought me was The Block Is Hot. So Wayne was my favorite rapper for a long period of time. There's a space in Wayne's career where only to the South and to New Orleans he mattered. To the rest of the world, it wasn't that. Then he hit the moment where that best rapper alive phase where niggas said, oh, it's Wayne, and it was nobody else really dropping.
But it's the reason why I gotta push
And
back on
I
that.
told you,
Hold on,
if
hear me
you
out.
have-
I gotta
if
push
you
back
have
on that
writer-
because hear me out. I'm gonna push back on that because you are right. Everything you said is right, but you're forgetting that when he did not have New York and he only had the South and New Orleans is when he was 14, 15, and 16. When he hit that 17-year-old man age where he knew it was about
he
being the
hottest?
best.
Was he the hottest on the Hot Boys?
Well, Juvie was the hottest.
Juvie is the hottest, but being the best and being the hottest is two different things. Only reason why, only analogy I'm gonna give you on the 80, and you gonna understand this is because, bro, if you got an 80 and 2K, like you can't make a layup with somebody next to you at the basket. Like, come on, bro. It's like Wayne can make a layup at the basket with somebody over at the left. Like,
but also,
you feel me? Like,
for me,
Yeah, I think I'm
also,
talking too fast.
if you have any sort of writer allegations within your career, for me,
You take your deduct point.
that loses you can't.
How many points did you take off that? Is that a lot of
A
points?
lot.
Like
But that only takes
10 points?
A
That
nigga
don't-
can't journal in your diary at night how you felt about your day.
That only.
You know this nigga grew up with a dad.
Hey,
You
that
know this nigga grew up with a
they just
He
they
grew
just
up
didn't
in
play that. They didn't play that
MC
right shit.
household.
They didn't play that right shit.
MC was everything. Nigga,
That only fucks with you when the topic is lyrics and lyricism and lyricists.
But yeah.
Yeah, because guess what? To play devil's advocate, rap is definitely different than other music, right? Michael Jackson is a motherfucking 100. And he wasn't writing a lot of that
I
shit.
got Prince over Mike. As an artist, I have Prince over Mike.
Really?
Prince played instruments. Prince
Prince did
wrote
play
his shit.
instruments.
Prince is a different. Mike is a bigger
Yo, this
star.
is really Clubhouse for me right now.
Prince
Oh.
is-
That ass.
Prince
I
is,
swear to God.
You're right. Prince is he's a better creative than Mike.
But would you give Mike
But
a
Mike's
99?
a better artist.
I give Mike 98, Prince 99.
Can I tell you why I wouldn't give it to Prince? Prince's run was shorter than Mike's.
Mike came in as a kid. Mike came in
No.
as a kid.
I'm
too.
talking about the adult run. I'm not even talking about the 9 through 18 run where he went from Jackson 5 to the Jackson.
I don't know if I'm agree with that because Prince toured well until he died.
No.
Same with James Brown.
He toured well until he died, but he was singing a certain era of songs. He wasn't making new shit. What I'm
There's a
saying,
lot of then for that. If we using that with this moment,
Michael Jackson was on top for
there's
13,
a lot, there's
14, 15
there's a
years
lot of
straight.
these niggas
Yeah,
that's
he
legacy
was.
yaks. Then if we
He
going
was.
by that, there's
Yeah.
a lot of artists right now we don't want to hear nothing new from.
I agree.
Well, to the Mike and Prince shit, I'm stealing this from JD. I ain't gonna take the credit. As far as the artist shit go, cool, pick whoever you want. But JD said, this is his opinion. I don't know. It's law to me. I fucks with JD. That's my nigga.
me
and he
too.
a goat himself.
Facts.
He said Prince is the most talented musician ever.
Ever.
So
By
whatever
far.
you
Yeah,
take
I'm
from
not
that,
disputing that.
No,
Like,
I'm
I
not.
don't
I'm
think
not.
nobody-
But I'm
you take
saying
from
the
that-
best artist ever
Yeah.
is Michael Jackson.
gotta be.
And then after Mike, I'll put
What I loved about
Kanye
Prince,
West over
though,
Michael Jackson over Prince.
The reason, the edge that I give Prince
Damn.
over Mike, is that Prince wasn't with none of the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Like Prince wasn't jacking none of the bullshit. Like when,
That's true.
If we talking about in terms of changing the metrics and all of that, Prince was the one that said, "All right, y'all not gonna own me. I'm gonna change my name to a whole nother
Simple.
entity." You know what I mean? So y'all can't monetize the way y'all want to off of me. You know what I mean? So Prince was a trailblazer in a lot of things, even down to the sample conversation. We like now they sampling the sample, so like.
And he don't like that.
Yeah, he ain't like
He was
that,
the first
so-
nigga to go on iTunes. Matter of fact, like one of the first artists put their music even on iTunes. Like,
Yeah.
Prince is the innovator
No,
for
Prince,
this
no,
shit.
Prince is that
Prince-
nigga,
Prince
bro.
is one of the niggas, man.
Prince
He
that
was.
nigga. I'm just saying I will put Ye over him, but I put Michael over him.
Why would you put Ye
Ye?
over him?
I put Ye over Prince. I think because Prince run was from like, let's be clear, if we gonna
Okay,
look at history,
'cause I
when
got
he came
some
out with his
totally
R&B shit, Do Me Baby, all that other shit, he wasn't considered a failure. Prince became that nigga in '84 when he dropped Purple Rain, because that was the first time the world got a chance to truly understand who he was, right? Then he's on fire from Purple Rain, and then after that, it's kind of like slowly decline. What I'm speaking about is Ye has been, College Dropout dropped in 04.
20 years
Let's
ago.
not even talk about from 98 to like 04, that's 6 years, he became the hottest producer in the world.
Right.
Then he became the biggest artist in the world.
Right.
And then when he was tired of that, he became the biggest sneaker salesman in the fucking world.
Okay,
He
but
created-
we're not talking
as a
about this.
We're
creator-
talking about music.
I said artists.
All right, but
He create, artists create.
all right, but look, but to your point, the last 2016. When that
Or
Jesus
the
is King?
last 3 or
When the
4
last
shit.
Jesus? When Jesus is King came out in that Ye album? 2018.
2019, 2020.
20 around that time.
That
He's
shit was
definitely
trash.
been Shaq on the Celtics.
Cool.
Kanye West. He's definitely been Shaq on the Celtics.
A lot of niggas,
He's
a
definitely been
lot
Shaq
of
on the
these
Celtics,
niggas
bro.
more recent shit where they're just trying shit been trash.
Now listen, don't get me wrong. He's still Shaq.
He had a,
You
he
in the
just had
paint,
a, he
he's
just-
still gonna throw it
he just
on
had
you.
a number
But
one, he just had a number one a few months ago.
he did. I'm not. That's what I'm saying. Niggas still make the All-Star team. Being in their latter years. I'm not.
That's his first number one since 09.
I'm
But
not knocking that. Real quick, Jay. All I'm saying is this. A lot of the music that Ye has made, unless you're a Ye stan, it's a difference between being a stan and a fan of somebody. If you are not even a casual, you really respect Kanye's discography, and you stack his discography up against all of the, and of course, nobody would never be who they once was. For
sure.
But the Vultures albums, Jesus is King, all that other shit, you stack it up against, it's not even close.
Up against what?
Against
His original
against what he against
Hey,
what we
Wayne,
love
though.
him for.
I would argue against that. Donda to me is one of my favorite Ye albums.
Donda's a good compilation. It's a compilation album. It's not a Kanye album. It's a compilation album. It's a feature on damn near every song. College Dropout had a lot of heavy lifting. All Falls Down is more memorable than any song that he got a feature on. And that nigga got songs with Jay-Z and everybody on the album.
Can I fuck your head up about that number one shit? If you are an artist of a certain caliber and you drop when no other artist is dropping, you're gonna get number one. So it's ways to cheat to that.
Well, there's ways to cheat. I've been the benefit of a couple of those. But what I'm saying is that you still have to be relevant. What I'm saying is that
he's relevant.
by 1992, Prince wasn't relevant no more.
Prince is Prince.
He was doing records like
1992, I was in the fourth grade. I can't even speak to 1992. I was in the fourth grade in 1992.
Yeah, but 1992, he was making records like Pink Cashmere and I Hate You and Most Beautiful Girl in the World. Those ain't the records that niggas was like loving Prince for. He grew up. Artists grow.
Remember the time came out in like 92.
By the way, let's be clear. Every artist has this in their life.
A peak.
A peak. I'm saying there's only a couple artists that you really can't peak. It looks like this. Michael Jackson is one. To me, Kanye is one. Prince has a peak.
Nah, Kanye shit is like this.
It is, but it's still two hands though. It's not like you can because College Dropout was the peak. Let's not forget Kanye did the most iconic spectacle any artist in history can ever do. When that nigga, because look at it like this, what's the hardest thing for artists to do in the real world? Sell tickets, right or wrong. Sell out arena. This nigga sold out a stadium for us to twice. I was at both shows.
Yeah.
For us to hear an album.
And he was late, like
two hours on both for us to hear an album. It wasn't like you just wanted to be in a room to hear it, to say, I was there. He did that. And that was in the pandemic, by the way,
But
pre-pandemic.
Can we acknowledge this though?
Yeah.
A lot of these artists with those fan bases, most of them are not street rappers. Most of them aren't even street guys themselves. These are artists who fan base is majority white, Latino, women, Asian, and LGBTQ plus community. So like that plays a factor into it.
Street niggas got the worst fan base.
Street niggas don't
They got the worst fan base.
Like I always say that. Like that was one of my gripes with the Locks. Like y'all make music for the y'all fans are in jail. Like y'all fans are in jail.
That's what they wanted though.
No, fact. The name of their company was D Block. Like
That's so real.
That's who they catered to.
Like Hov don't rap for niggas in jail.
don't.
Hov rap for niggas that are about to get federally indicted. The niggas that are still outside.
Or the nigga that come home from jail to some money.
That's like, and you have to know your
So
audience.
you saying a lot rap for the niggas that's on the corner?
Oh no, it's a fact.
Yes.
They say that. They stress that since day one.
Rap for niggas who might do 6 months here, then they go get a job. Like X rap for niggas who aren't consistently in jail.
I like this nigga. I like this nigga.
Like you feel me? Drake,
X is for the unpredictable hood nigga.
Yeah.
That's what X is for.
and that's why it's a lot of unpredictable.
X was the nigga that he rapped for the nigga that's gonna rob CVS with a pencil.
Yeah, you don't know what X you getting today.
You don't know what he gonna do.
He's
You know what I mean?
he's that.
Facts.
All right, we go.
Well, that's it. That's a good show. I can talk to y'all all day, man. I love doing this show, bro. I love arguing because I be hearing shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we're gonna have to get back. Next time we talk, we got to get back into you talking about Jay-Z. I mean, not talking about Jeezy.
Thug
The
motivation
recession is
not
better
being.
than Thug Motivation.
For me.
for him.
I understand what Thug Motivation 101 did. This is for Atlanta, what it did for Georgia. Like, boom, the whole BMF and all of that.
Personal opinions ain't safe these days, man.
Now, that's one thing I don't care. I understood what that did. It was a moment. You know what I'm gonna compare that moment, Jeezy's first year moment, like? It was like 2020 when Baby dropped fucking My Turn, and my whole generation was scamming and up off PPPs. Now niggas don't feel Baby music the way they once did because they don't have the money to say the shit he was talking about. When Baby was saying Chrome Heart this and all that, niggas was buying Chrome Heart.
Which I feel like, and I say,
we wrapping up. We got there's one last thing we got to do. We didn't since J1 is by the way a dope artist.
Appreciate that.
Child of a rapper. We wanted to come up with a our top 5 list of top 5 rappers, top 5 children of rappers, artist-wise. Who's your top 5?
Oh, shit. Me.
You number 1?
Yes.
I love this nigga.
Me. Corey Guns. Damani. Me, Corey Guns, Damani. Willow Smith. 5, last one. Buddy Ray.
Ooh, yeah, he is good. T.I. yeah, he's good. Who would you say? Who would you say?
It's crazy putting Willow over Jaden. Jaden got a classic album, yo.
It's his opinion. It's his opinion.
That's a fact. Nah, but shit. I gotta go with Jaden. This
Number
we
1.
doing in order? Oh, we're not doing. We just.
You can do it if you got order. Okay.
Of course, I'm biased. My boy is number 1.
Okay.
I'm biased. I don't care what nobody say. Yes, that's my little bro.
That's my niggas.
Facts. You feel me? Throwing Jaden in there. Corey Guns definitely has to be in there.
That's 3.
That's 3. I'm gonna go 4. I'm gonna go Coyle Ray.
Okay.
Number 4. And number 5, I like Proof Son.
The sign.
Huh?
The sign.
Yeah,
That's
I
good.
like him. Yeah.
Who would you say?
He fire.
I'm too old, bro. I can't do it. I'm gonna go with him and Damani, bro. I'm a fan of Damani.
Oh shit! I'm sorry. Proof Son, you got to go. Damani's in there. I'm just keeping it 100. Yeah, I'm keeping it 1,000. I got because I forgot about my boy Damani. That's my boy, bro.
Yeah,
and I'm biased and the nigga fire. Like
I'm a real fan of Damani.
Okay.
I'll be forcing him to call him, bro. Y'all gotta get it in. Like,
I just was with Damani in Vegas, matter of fact.
Right.
Yeah, because we did the cypher.
Nah, I'm a fan of that kid. I like him.
All right, I'm gonna do my 5. I'm gonna go. Number 1 is Coyle Ray. I mean, but I think she's talented outside of her father. She's actually the only one on the list that surpassed her parents.
Yeah.
Success. So I'm gonna go Coyle Ray number 1. I'm gonna go Damani. No, I'm gonna go Jaden Smith. I was gonna go Willow, but I'm gonna go Jaden because it's something different about him and unique, and I feel like he ain't scratched the surface what he is. So Jaden, number 2. I'm gonna go. Young Baby Tate. We don't give her enough credit. Yeah. Her mother is Deion Farris. Sometimes the Hopeless record.
Wait, who? Young Baby Tate?
Her mother is a famous singer, Deion Farris. Yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, and I also think Deion Farris is also in Arrested Development. Wasn't she the girl in Arrested Development also? I think she
can't remember.
Okay, and then I'm gonna go, and then so I got Damani, I got Jaden, I got Coy, I got Baby Tate, and then I ain't gonna lie to you, I was gonna go Corey Guns, cause he really can rap better than his dad.
Facts. It's not even close.
Not even close.
But I ain't gonna lie, I'm gonna go with my man J1 because I just like this nigga. Like I just like this nigga. Let's go, J1. You gotta make a hit, J1. J1, you gotta make a hit, bro.
Yeah, you gotta make a hit.
Can I tell you how many people are gonna be mad at us? Like, y'all know y'all was. You gotta make us look good, bro.
I got you.
Standing back to you.
Hey, I'm being biased. I'm just letting whoever watching know off top. That's my nephew. I'm being biased. Whether he give us that hit we looking for or not, I got him and Damani, man.
Okay, go ahead, Sandra. You good?
All right. Well, thank you, J1 and Bart, for joining us today. We appreciate y'all being here. And to the viewers, thank you so much for tuning in. Make sure y'all like, share, and subscribe. And keep coming at us in the comments. We love to read them. And yes, we be reading them. So keep that up. Keep it coming.
Especially Ray.
I wasn't told to. I was assigned to. I was asked to.
You be in there arguing?
Yeah, I be arguing now. Only on YouTube. I don't really go nowhere. It's on YouTube. Because it's like sometimes it be like sometimes somebody
say some
like,
bullshit.
All right. Well, we thank y'all for tuning in. This
We
is
out.
That's Debatable, and we are out.
Let's go. She gonna break that motherfucker. She hit it so hard.